There's a fact. A minute early. Well, I'm sure he'll make it up somehow. Up they go. Banjanen doesn't get a hand on it. It's Newton, the first kick of the game, but just going back and taking a mark of probably there'll be a few of those today is Benny Dobson.
Noticed that he started sort of 10 metres off his opponent there and got to the ball quite comfortably.
Interesting, Lockie Veal starting forward. Dobson goes wide to Hyder. Gets almost sat on.
Yeah, that's interesting because that should probably be the other way.
Well, it is in the AFL, isn't it?
Taking the legs out.
Yep, it is.
He came over the top of him and it was high contact, but it should have been against that.
Darby Hyder puts it in the spot. Ooh, just overrunning it is Lang. Ball picked up McGuan. Interestingly down back. Gets the ball across to Ben McCarthy. He's stripped of it. Ball comes out. He's also stripped of it. 43. It must be 42, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's Matthew Copley. Balls. Centre attack for the Tigers. To centre up forward. Veals the target off. 4 to beat. Ball at ground level. Dylan McMahon, one of the 50 gamers. In dispute. Veal just hacks it out of there. Grabs it. Just used brute strength. Off a step again. I reckon that was Newton. Ball coming in, still inside Colac's forward 50. Out the back goes Travellini. He gives it to his teammate there in Damien McMahon. Dobson dropped it, holding on to McGuan. Get a free kick. First shot at goal, big Jamie McGuan in his green boots. Well, we hope they're his green boots.
That's somebody's green boots. They're here at the moment.
Very impressive stuff by Colac early. Lots of forward pressure, and then
he must have started off the back of the square, Jake McGuan.
Yeah,
just to confuse him because he was definitely down back.
Yeah, I think he might be sort of roaming around a little bit today by the looks of things.
Yeah, lots of small forwards in the AFL have been running from the half-back through to the midfield.
Eddie Bet special.
Yeah.
And he comes, big Jake, just kicks a wobbler. But he's wobbled it through. Kicked the first. Big Jake gets one of, he told me he'll kick 5, so we'll see how he goes.
Been told to do his stats as well.
Yeah. You've been told to do his stats.
Yeah, I had a chat with Muddy.
Wow, look out.
There we go. It was an interesting one. We sort of all groaned a little bit with that ball drop. It was a bit of a stinker, but it sort of helped him wobble it back a little bit.
Yeah, the ball sort of shaped sideways, but it sort of came back in.
Yeah, it might have helped him get a bit of bend back from the angle.
Yeah.
Bit of a spiral, top of Inchico. Up they go. Zeeble it is. Wins this one. Knocks it down. Only as far as Welsh. Tries to crash his way through Oban. Gets in Cardinal in the end. Crashes his way through. Hands on that occasion is from Connors. Fist away from Gillies. Grell running. Garner picks it up. The former Tiger. Is he going to get the quick answer? Runs into the goals. A fantastic goal. Maybe a nomination there for an early one. Jared Garner. Getting first blood for his team against his old club.
Yeah.
Newtown Chilwell got the early jump on Joey's. They're 1-1-7 to Joey's yet to score.
So he hit that at pace, didn't he, Garner?
Didn't he? Yep.
That was the difference. So he took it at pace. Everybody else was sort of probably had their momentum going the other way, and they weren't going to catch him. Once he sees the goals, Milky, there's put down your glasses.
Yep.
He doesn't miss many, and he always takes his opportunities.
Just wondering who's going to him. George it is. Georgie Stephen. It looks like he's gone straight to him off the bench. Come off the bench and he's gone straight to Garner. So whether that's a move, a tag, maybe they're shuffling the tag perhaps. So it's on the Blood Toyota scoreboard, and it's 1 goal straight apiece. We've been travelling 3.5 minutes.
Yes.
Pushing, shoving in the middle. Zeeble wins this one again, goes past Newton, but Banjanen gets a hand on it. Good just around the body kick. Gets it over to Connors. Connors, running with it. Hyder should have picked it up, but he didn't. Then he goes back, gets a handball out. George is tackled. Loose ball. Kick smothered from Dowling. Paddy Dowling that was. Ball goes into their forward, St Mary's forward 50, but it's the boss in Kane Learson who runs it over the boundary line for Colac. And wearing the old Craigulac jumper, boys. It's an old brown and gold jumper, but with the little tiger in the middle of it. Very interesting, just keeping a little bit of that heritage in the heritage round.
Yeah, good to see.
Yeah, no, I'm a Colac boy. Didn't like the brown and gold boys at all. We live in the same town, hate each other, a little bit like St Mary's and St Joey's. Ball comes out again to George Stephen. Kicks it forward, hands are up. McGuan it was, comes out to Lang. Chain of handballs, Welsh finishes up with it. Then Connors with that really classy left foot, but he's just let me down this time. And he's managed to put it right across the face of goal and over the boundary line.
Paddy Dowling that was on his left.
Did I say?
You said Connors.
It's Connors has got the good left, isn't it? Nick Connors?
No, I think
it is Dowling that's got the polished left.
Similar
stuffed
numbers.
it up. Yeah, similar age, similar everything similar about him. Gillies, he pushes his opponent there in Zeeble away, but Zeeble manages to get the ball, send Colac into attack. Out the back it comes. Oh, Falekos smothers the handball, then goes after it. Ball's at ground level. Out of side, umpire circling. He says, give it to me. We're going to have a ball up.
Great pressure by Falekos, as you mentioned there. He was pushing back against the tide a little bit to slow them down and crash them in there, St Mary's. He did a good job.
6.5 gone. Up they go. Zeeble wins that one again. But Lang goes up. It's fisted away from him. I reckon he marked that.
They made it.
Yeah, they did. Just Chase Murray a bit late there. Ball comes out. McMahon, is that? Yes, that's Damien. Gets it. Ooh.
Good mark.
Good hand. Mark in the fingertips there. Paddy Dowling. Just into the centre, but they've turned it over here. Ball comes over. Falekos gives it over to his mate in Hillman. Veal tries to stop McMahon. That's Dylan from crashing through. Comes back to Lang. Tommy. He goes to the outer side. Finds Travellini. Travellini into the path of his teammate there in Zach Sherman. Ball getting around the pack on that occasion. St Mary's sending them into attack. Fist away. Everyone seemed to stop there for a minute. Banjanin gets it, goes over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in.
Crucial contest there by Dylan McMahon. He was the one that had the ball kicked over his head, and he got himself up and went back and won the footy in his own back 50. Saved a goal.
Did well.
Have a throw in on the outer side. Scores level. 6.5 still. Spinning ball. Zeeble. And his opponent there. Oh, that Banjanin having a bit of a wrestle on the ground. Goes into the centre half forward. Ball fisted away. Crumbed here by Garner again. Goes towards goal. Gillies is the target. Bounces past him. And it's a minor score. We'll give that to Garner. He's kicked their entire score so far. 1-1 on the Blood Toyota.
17 early kicks for St Mary's so far.
I thought you were going to say Garner said 17. I didn't see 15 of them.
Sorry.
Outer side, a good kick and a good mark. Well presented there in Jack Milliken.
The Pelican.
The Pelican. I'd be cold warm with my belly can. God comes in the centre half back. Come on, that was good. Just a... Cody Spokes on the end of that one. Goes out to Gorwell. Takes the mark right in front of the scoreboard. This is St Mary's 1-1-7. Colac 1 straight 6. Gorwell goes back. Finds his teammate. That's Dylan McCarthy. Switches. Goes across to Learson. The coach. Goes down. I nearly said the skipper, but he's actually the coach. Hayward. Takes the mark. Or spears it in. Hillman gets shoved off the footy. Umpire said, lets it go. Ball comes back to Prazzani. He is the skipper. Comes out the back. Having trouble with disposal here. Though I heard a whistle.
Holding the ball against Colac. He thinks he got a hand on it, but he didn't. Hyder, the one tracking him down.
Handballs it off.
Quicks it, handballs it off. He does, and gives it to Damien McMahon, who just sprays it a little, and a minor score to Damien.
Been lively Hyder early. He's in the contest and he's pretty physical.
Lara North Shore is off to a good start. North Shore are 2-1-13 and Lara 1 straight 6.
Wow.
Newtown Chilwell 2-2-14 now. Joey's still yet to score.
Wow.
Hey, see that? That's that quick start I warned you.
Kicks to himself, Learson. Goes straight up the middle, finds Cody Spokes. Spokes comes out towards the commentary box looking for McGuan. Good fist away from him. Ball goes into the shadows of the tree. I can't even see who that is. He's shoved over the boundary and look like happy feet to me. That's Snowden. And we'll have a ball in. So it's Snowden and Veal to do the battle this time. Veal wins it, knocks it down into just open territory. McGuan's at the bottom of the pack. So too for Lekos, tries to drag it out of there. Gets it on the handball to McGuan. Goes with the little barrel. Seibel's at the bottom of it. Gorwald gets it over to Stiffy. Woodmason gets it across. I got excited. McCann. It's a bit of a grubber to Hillman. And he doesn't quite take it. Yeah, Lang will defend for St Mary's and send them into attack. Puts it in front of Travellini. Bouncing ball. Here he goes. Learson. Stripped of it. But I think it was over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in.
Good one, Barnesy.
We've lost the team sheet.
Yep. I think we could close that back door. Might help us a little bit there, pup. Stop the breeze blowing everything out the window. It's a ball. Don't worry about the sun, mate. Just turn the heater on. The ball comes out to Sherman, who after the throw in
threw it himself. 1-2-8 to 1 straight for the Tigers. The EJ Witten logo on those armbands there, Milky.
EJ Witten, okay. Oh,
It is the EJ Whitten
Heritage
isn't
round.
it?
That's
Yeah.
what it is. Yep. The ball comes out by hand to Zeeble. Getting to Stiffy. Would make it. No, he's got it. The Stiffmeister.
You better go quick. He doesn't have the distance.
He's got one in the pocket. He's got McGuan. Takes the mark. Oh, I reckon the man on the mark's 35 metres out.
Interesting to see his ball drop this time.
Yeah, we'll get a really good look of it here. Good pick up there for the EJ Whitten armbands on everyone. And also the blue armband, which is the two for the mental health, apparently. The blue armbands, both sides wearing. And here comes McGuan. We've got that little bit of a side skip. Comes in, hits it beautifully, straight through the guts. Gives Colac back the lead. They go to 2 straight, 12 to 1-2-8 at the 10 and 3/4 minute mark of this first quarter.
Only had 2 goals in his last 2 games combined, McGuan. He's already got 2 here in the first 10 minutes. That's what they needed. They need that big target up forward, and he's looking pretty lively, the big fella.
Yeah, and good confidence for him to get too early as well, I think.
Well, he's lucky to get the first one, but let's face it, come on. It was a mongrel kick, and he's managed to get it. So, and then he followed up with a really beautiful kick.
Yeah.
Stuart McCann nominated for the brightest boots on the oval.
Nominated.
To you, Veal wins it, knocks it down into the path of his...
Garner, that wasn't he?
Garner.
Been caught holding the ball.
Yep. Wouldn't like that, not against his old club. Play on.
Jeez.
Oh, no, I thought Cody Spokes was going to go there. That would be tough, given advantage to that. So it's Cody Spokes has been awarded the free kick. Still in the centre of the ground, decides to come out towards Veal, but McGuan's at the back, loose ball. Snowden grabs it, gives it across to Dobson. That's Ben. Well, then in turn goes through Jacob Welsh's legs, gives it over to chain of handballs. Tenace, the late inclusion, goes out wide, finds Garner on the outer wing. Now dishes off the handball to Travellini. Travellini's spearing pass. Fraction lucky there, I reckon, but it hit the target. Matty Copley I'm going with here for that. Just can't quite... Oh, good
call.
guess. That was a good guess, I
Yeah.
can tell you that right now. That was a guess.
Nice transition. A crucial kick by Tenace there.
Yep.
In traffic, and he spotted 2 men loose on the wing. Just footy smarts.
So Copley will be about maybe 40 maximum when he kicks it. So in he comes for St Mary's second goal. Pushes it wide. Didn't make the distance, in fact. Ball goes... Was that a netball whistle or a whistle here?
Holding the man.
Holding the man. Free kick to Trent Mullen.
They were jostling on the goal
even
line there. I
McMullen.
don't think there was a lot in that.
No, neither did I. The backman's always up against it, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's interesting Colac didn't have enough numbers down there. You would have thought they'd have the big man on the line or something. It shouldn't have been an even contest in that situation.
Whoever's on that motorbike, wish he'd just disappear.
They got
Mullen.
Oh,
I reckon he's nailed it.
Yeah, he's kicked it.
Not a bad... The old Boonana.
No.
So that gives St Mary's back the lead. They go to 2-14 to Colac, 2 straight 12.
Very casual about it, wasn't he? He just walked in straight and bent it through. That was a lovely finish.
No celebration.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing.
That's just what I do, boys. A bit of stuff about
you
that.
do that sort of stuff. You give us a hand and you just go, woohoo.
I'd be turning around to the supporters or something.
You'd be still going.
Danger signs here. Newtown Chilwell are 20 points clear.
Wow.
Joey's still yet to score.
Well, they've been showing that sort of potential all year, Newtown, and we just copped them on the 2 bad weeks.
Yeah.
As you said, you might be right there, Barnesy. Good time for them to have a week off.
Yeah. And Joey's, as I also said, they're notoriously slow starters after a break.
Back in the guts. Up we go. Veal jumps early. Snowden won it. Knocks it down to his teammate there in Connors. Into the hot spot. Oh, bounces off Leeson's boot. But he manages to get the rebound. Then handballs it out. Gillies it is. Goes to try and dish it off to a teammate. Well, she got given plenty of time. Ball's hard up against the boundary line. Wrestling for it. Good tackle from Leeson. I'm trying to see who's at the bottom of that pack. St Mary's player was Garner. Good mates, those two. In the pocket. Up we go again. Veal wins that. Knocks it down to Simpkin. Oh, he gets it only as far as Paddy Dowling. The ball's... He's actually got a free kick there.
Yeah.
Chopping the arms, I think.
You weren't even looking.
Yeah.
He's not even looking. He's making comments.
Actually, I did see it.
Dowling goes across the face. Got a target. Up. One grab, 2 grab. Doesn't take the mark. Snowden. Ball goes to ground. Top of the circle, and umpire's blown the whistle.
Top of the circle.
Top of the 50 arc. Doesn't matter. No, they can't see. They don't know where it is.
They know there's not much of a circle.
Well, it's half a circle. Ball comes. Oh, maybe. I thought he almost got a free kick there in Veal. Had the hands on the shoulder. Started well, as you mentioned, young Hyder in that contest. Ball goes clear. Nobody. Oh, good, making a good run at it there was Kane Newton. Umpire saying, "Give it to me. We will have a ball up right on the paint of the 50." The Blood Toyota scoreboard.
Top of the circle, as they say.
Yeah, no, they occasionally say that. 2-2-14, 2 straight Colac. Back of the pack, Simpkin. He's just picked him out. He
deliberately
Paddy Dowling
kicked that
right
there.
on the guts.
Yeah, he slowed his kick to kick it there, and there was nobody within 30 metres. And
Yeah.
Dowling's going to have a shot here with that lovely left boot.
You haven't crack at someone again. You just keep non-stop. Non-stop. You said you wonder why I'm angry. I'll tell you why I'm angry. Because you're freaking sitting next to me. That's why I'm angry.
Generally has probably the best looking kick in the league, I reckon, Dowling. But not there.
He's just pumpkined
Cool.
it. Very Garner at the bottom of that tries to take the mark. Knocked away from him. Getting some help there from Connors, I reckon that is at the bottom. No, that's him, my old mate. I picked him from a long way away, Copley. And we're going to have a ball up. Welcome, Josh.
Afternoon, gentlemen.
How'd we go?
Lost. That's all I'll say.
Oh.
They calling me the orchid.
Your seniors are doing better.
Why are they calling it the orchid?
I'll explain. Call
Yeah.
time, Milky.
Righto. Ball comes out to Veal. Just kicks it to a foot race here. Riley Hall gets a handball across to his teammate there in Webb. Webb's kick finds Travellini. Outer side of the ground. Oh, spears another one in. This time he finds Dylan McMahon. Takes the mark. Getting called from Webb again. Throws into Banjanan territory. Goes to the second grab. Dishes off to Tanase. Tanase into the hot spot. Garner fisted away from him. Gee, under pressure there was Newton, I reckon that was. The ball's knocked towards the boundary line and over it goes. We'll have a throw in. 5 metres around from the St Mary's goal. 17 gone.
Been a bit of a scrappy last 7 minutes. Neither side sort of finding targets in their forward 50 at the moment.
So to be tossed in, not far around from home.
He'd been here for 5 minutes. I was wondering when he was going to say
For
something.
the Saints, just working away into things, Milky. Quick kick out of there. Gorwell couldn't hold the mark for Lekos. Burst through some trouble. Did really well to Stephen. Kick was smothered and well smothered. Spinning out of trouble is Ben Dobson. He's near the boundaries. In a bit of trouble, I reckon. Holding the footy.
Pinned him.
Good call.
Great
Good
tackle there by Stephen. When you slip over, it's quite
Or-
easy to get him around the
or
neck
Newton
in that
even.
situation.
Newton.
Try Kane Newton.
It is. Look very similar from a distance.
Ah, cut it out.
Both long sleeves and the blonde locks, making Milky slightly jealous. Long handball over the top, Simpkin. Consistent performer he is out of the back half. Nice kick too. Finds Seidel near the middle of this St Mary Anthony Costa Oval it is now. Assesses the options, looks to switch play, has to be careful, and accurate it was. Hayward took the mark at centre half back, goes wider still. Melican, impressive youngster this lad.
Sounds like Pelican. Big sold more
I
than Pelican.
heard you on the way, Milky, and not quite sure that was your best. His short
He let
ball,
me into it.
his short ball was nice to McCann. A little inverted torpy.
it is.
Extraordinary. Welsh goes quickly, gets the handball. Now McMahon takes a bounce. He bursts away. This is Dylan. Runs to 60. It's a weird looking copter ball, but it works somehow.
Yep.
Straight onto the chest of Tom Gillies, and he marks 10 metres out directly in front.
Gee, that sort of stuff happens. Might be just in for a day, the Saints.
Yeah, especially when the other way, a mongrel kick from Colac and lands in St Mary's hands, and,
Yep.
and the other opposite way it lands right on Gilly's chest.
They're trying to do too much, I reckon, Colac, by just using the footy too much, and they're eventually just causing errors. And then they're getting the rebound 50s, St Mary's, and kicking goals.
Doesn't miss him, does he? Gillies does not miss him. Got their third. 3 goals, 2. That's 20. They lead Colac 2 straight 12. 8-point margin at the 19-minute mark of this first quarter, brought to you by Blood Toyota.
Danger signs for Joey's now. They're trailing by 32.
Gee
Whoa.
whiz.
Wow-wee.
Boy,
They
must be a
scored.
strong breeze.
No, they haven't
The
scored
pup
yet.
breeze.
There's a breeze there.
The pup
what's going on?
breeze.
Yep.
No breeze today, just some great sun that now is outside because you shut the door.
Well, all the damn paperwork is blown out in the oval, you goose.
I heard Barnsley's team sheep
Warming.
just might have gone walkabout.
Warming my back is much more important.
Well, sit up on the roof, you goose. You got the portable mic? we actually wouldn't have to put up looking at you then.
3-2-20 St Mary's. Colac 2 zip 12. 20 minutes played first term, thanks to Bod Toyota back in the middle. Banjanin reached over the top and won it, then falls back into his arms fortuitously. Ball still at ground level, plenty of numbers around this footy. McGuan, look at him bursting up through the ground, trying to influence the stoppage. He's laid in a strong tackle, then put to ground. We'll have a ball up right next to the centre circles all again.
Yeah, McGuan's charging in off the point of the square every centre bounce.
Banjanin again over the top, and then does his own work at ground level. Quick scrappy kick comes out eventually. McMahon v Flecos. Flecos kept his feet and did well. Knew what he was doing the whole time. Got a handball over the top. Intercepted though. Just sharked by Tenace. And he kicks quickly. It's up to Garner. Against the old side. Got two hands to it. Then bounces up off the canvas. Terrifically done. Then just couldn't quite control the footy. Handball comes out slowly towards Zideball. Little one over the top. Simpkin has to get rid of it quickly and does. Kick smothered though. Well done too by Travellini, I think it was, coming in. It'll be thrown in just forward to centre wing.
North Shore 4-1-25, leading Lara 1-3-9.
Jeez, he's on it
That's
today.
four scoring shots to 5, so Lara aren't actually all that far out of it.
Except it's about 20 points or something like that, so they are far out of it. As the ball comes out the back, Spokes tries to dive and doesn't get rewarded for it, as you shouldn't. Coming forward towards Stiffy. Just get it to Stiffy, let him do all the work. Comes across to McMahon with a shocking hairdo. Bouncing ball. Comes over to his Connors. Dowling. Dowling. Coughs it up.
Goodness me.
The ball.
Dear.
Clean bowled McCann. Comes back out. Webb gets the handball. Wide. Chain of handballs. Finish up with Dobson. Out wide. Goes to Travellini. Down the line. Snowden. 1, 2, 3 grabs. Pay that. Quickly dishes off the handball to Sherman. Down he goes. His kick chopped off.
Both teams are trying to move too fast for themselves. They need to sort of settle over the ball before.
Malikan to Simpkin at centre half back. Wobbly looking kick, but terrific hands by Flecos. He's looked on.
He's just been rolling the pizza dough too hard.
Flecos goes wide. Not a great kick. It was a 2-on-1 contest in the end. Dobson got the eventual fist. He and Riley Hall doing the job.
Veal resting forward a lot, Buzz.
Yeah, it's interesting. He hasn't really made any impact around the contest. They've just kept him deep.
Thank you.
We're just letting you know, trying to let you catch up because you just bludged for the first half hour. As the ball comes out the back, that was went along the ground. I was trying to work out I sort of threw that Banjanin as the ball comes out along the boundary line. McMahon dishes over the handball to Welsh. Welsh back to McMahon. Round the body, so that's even Gillies. Goes round the body towards goal! Towards goal! I reckon he's got it.
Yeah.
Whew, I said he doesn't miss.
United feels contender.
That's a massive contender, Gillies. If I had to stuff it up, it wouldn't have been a bad call.
Think it might get the chocolates just because of that call?
Yeah, you like chucking me under the bus, you blokes. Told you I bit me tongue and I'm having trouble talking.
Oh, no.
I did. I bit me tongue. And
what, today or last night?
No, yesterday. So, I'm not going to tell you how I did it.
Unbelievable.
No, I did it at work, so it's all legit.
4-2-26 St Mary's. Colac 2 straight. 23 gone. Snowden and Zybel in the ruck. Colac with a clearance again, though. Oh, shocking kick. Newton turned it over to Daniel McMahon. Nearly 50 against my boy, the stiff.
He's run exactly the opposite way up his mark, too.
McMahon has a little one in the middle. It's Welsh. His skipper. Held up for the time being. Little short ball wasn't great. Pitches short of Garner. And then look at that for a tackle. Really smart tackle by Cody Spokes. Pinned the arm. Ball falls out. Stiff. Oh, look at him go. I think he turns it on. He knows I'm here. Kick to centre forward. Oh, came off the chest of Veal. What's happened here is advantage paid.
You can't pay advantage on a mark, can you?
I'm not sure you can, Milky, but they have somehow. Spoke spinning ball around. McGuan read it best. Stiffy! Holy boy, oh boy. Stiffy Woodmason with an inside-out Boonana.
Wow,
on a score.
Bit of excitement in here.
Would have loved that to open proceedings.
You can just feel the desk rise. He got hold of that one.
Boy. Minor score. Unfortunately, had probably a bit more time than he
did.
Yeah.
And he thought in the end. So it'll be Ben Dobson to bring it back in. They're really fluorescent colours this afternoon, Milky, through the boot work.
Yes.
Wide kick.
Good mark.
Great mark. Riley Hall. Superb football, this man.
Having a good year.
Goes back to go forward. McMahon, Hayden. Funny looking dude, you're right. Bit of wild man from Borneo sort of look.
Stuff,
Topachowski.
Tom Petrosky from Comsec. I like it, Barnesy. Chiseling ball. Not a bad one at all.
That is the best one.
Turned over, though. Colac with the footy. Here he is. Tom Petrosky couldn't intercept it down. The banker. Just couldn't. I said banker. Ball's at half forward.
Chase Murray.
It is
First in the
Chase
game.
Murray. Not a great kick. Chopped off by Ben Dobson.
Telling everyone to slow down. I think you said that, Barnesy. They're just moving the ball a little bit quick.
Yep.
So Dobson decides to take a bounce across the face of goal, dishes off to Welsh, gets the old 1-2. Then down the line, he goes with a mung. Oban can't take the mark. Simpkins there to help him out. Goes to give off the handball, then goes into the hot spot. Cardinal takes the mark, needs to hit a target. He's got Stiffy and he's got Hillman. Hillman fisted away from him. Picked up by Webb. McMahon gets it across to his cousin, I think they are. Goes to halfback straight down the guts and finds Garner, who in turn goes to Eddie over the top of Tenace. Trying to crash his way through as McCann does so with those bright green boots. Gives it across to the coach. You're right for next week. Who in turn goes to Gorwall. Oh, his kick's not quite right for Murray. Can't quite get down low enough. Goes back to help out though. This time it's Connors. I bloody got him right this time. Comes out to Eddie and turn to Dobson, who has a bounce.
He's at centre half back. And then a real high ball, one-on-one contest. Gillies has position A against Prezani. Pitches on its end. Really well done by Kite. They sorted that out well. Microphone at Prezani. Just a little tumbling funny ball. Didn't quite work. Now falls to McMullen. Left foot, very, very high ball. Running back with the flight down there is Simpkin. Ultra consistent, as I said earlier. Wobbly kick wasn't great. Had to be good to Manane and was just chopped off at a vital time. Learson wrapped in a really good tackle. Probably holding the footy, I would have thought.
You're right there, mate.
Just didn't get a hand to it, but the umpire
was
blindsided.
behind him. Yeah, he couldn't see that wasn't a handball.
Yep.
So the ball right in the paint of 50. Going to St Mary's attacking end. Milky, 26 place 13. First term.
Umpire chucks the ball up. Snowden gets it down, only far as Simpkin. He goes to Gorwall, takes a mark right in the guts of this St Mary's ground. Looking for... Veal has already led, so it's too late to go back there. So McGuan, he takes the mark. Still inside the centre square. Says he's going to go long, and does so. Comes right out here looking for Veal. Oh, good mark. A good mark there to Dowling. Reaches over the top of Veal.
There's no cohesion there from Colac. They were sort of running into each other all over the place in that forward 50.
McGuan's got a chance to go kick the kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, if you get 4 grabs out, it's a bloody mark. The boy goes back. There's the hooter.
Oh, what is that?
That's, press the button.
Real
and it
funny
goes,
siren.
Short quarter too. You don't see him 27 minutes.
27, 4-2, 26 to the Blood.
2-5-17. Port Arlington 2-2-14, trailing Queenscliff 3-4-22. And Geelong Ammos 2-3-15, leading Drysdale just 3 behinds.
Veal wins the tap, comes out as Buzz just sees his idol go past, and Tyler Manane in the middle at this stage. He's just a little
Stimulation
for the Buzz.
Bit of push and shove there with Sherman.
Just thinking he had a quiet first term, Milky, Zach Sherman.
Yes, he did. Veal and Banjanin go at it. Trying to crash his way through there. It's Falekos. Wrapped up in a tackle. Umpire says, give it a meet. We're going to have a ball up.
All over him, George Stephen.
There's the old Stiffmeister wandering past. Have a look at him. There he is.
Fantastic.
Up we go again. Veal wins it again. Knocks it down. Falekos. Grubbing ball. Comes out to McMahon, who dishes off the handball. Comes over to his teammate there in Dowling. Stripped of it. He was. Free kick goes to Newton.
It does. Has a runner in Simpkin on his outside. Finds him by hand. Lovely looking kick too. Just through the hands of Zeibel in the end. He's at half forward. Ball stays in and then breaks. Couple of tackles. Did well. The big man Stephen plays a bit of volleyball to no great advantage. Welsh has Dowling and support him on his left foot. That's why he went by hand instead. They did well though. Welsh again. The kick misses. Connors the ball in the middle of the ground. This is a big footy. Here comes Hyder. Attacked it with venom and did really well, the young man. Darby Hyder. Now they've halved this contest and the ball comes out. This would be a massive win if they can get this ball out, St Mary's. Gore's kick was smothered. Travellini, Welsh doing some grunt work. Back to Travellini. This is a fierce contest to start this second term. Connors wrapped up in a gang tackle. 1, 2, 3, 4 around him. Ball eventually comes out. Umpire swallowed his whistle, I reckon. Oh, it's still going. Ball at ground level. Flying handball from Ben McCarthy. That's brilliantly done by Dowling. Spun into trouble McMahon. Dobson. Funny looking left foot Nurry. But it'll work. Or McMullen just dropped one he should have taken. Can he keep it in? Yes, just.
How did that stay in?
I reckon they all thought it was out because
Yeah.
now Dowling will be out here. Once his left goes by hand. Oh, big banjo from 60. Whacks it. Gillies got it.
Oh, good use of the body, Gillies.
Yeah, read it best quickly, Gillies, didn't he? Got to front position.
Yep.
Great passage of play by both sides there, wasn't it? Fierce.
They'll be looking at the tape because I reckon it might have just been out of bounds, that ball.
Well, I'm not sure. It has to be
I think
completely
it
out.
still was
Yeah.
in.
The lines are very thick
Very,
today.
very, very thick.
I
That
think
might
that
be
might
what
have
it
helped.
is.
They're thick
Yeah.
lines.
Yep. Anyway, it's finished up in the hands of Gillies, who's done really well with just out-bodied Prazzani on that occasion. And this bloke doesn't miss. So straight in he comes. Oh,
Kicked it.
Good enough.
Kicked it.
I reckon he did. He doesn't miss. Yep, straight through for St Mary's 5th goal. That's his 3rd, by the way, guys. 5 goals, 232, St Mary's. They lead Colac 2-1-13. Need some scoreboard pressure, the Tigers.
Yeah, as you said, they're well in the contest, but they're just not hitting the scoreboard.
Yep.
Like St Mary's are. They're making the better of their chances.
Worked really hard for the first, minute and a half of that quarter, and only to see it go through the sticks up the other end.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've had the 5 tackles already early, but no scoreboard. Score on scoreboard.
Back in the guts, Banjanin wins it, knocks it down, but Veal sharks it. Big left foot bomb, down it goes. McGuan didn't mark it, but the ball goes back. Does he pick it up? Hands across the top. Hillman runs into the open goal.
Oh, dear.
Oh, kicks
So
out.
he's got it.
So, sorry, looked like it was
Oh, I
missing.
was about to go, you Hillman, you kicking those stupid grubbers. The way the old Jason Dunstall do. I love watching that on a
Ship
Sunday
off.
night, the ship off. So it's Colac's 3rd goal, and they needed that.
You're about the only one that loves the bounce, I reckon, Milky. But
I
it was a
love
good
it.
finish by Hillman.
Love the
They had
bounce.
plenty of numbers there, Colac. He rushed it a little bit, but a goal's a goal.
3-1-19, Colac. They trail St Mary's 5-2-32 on the Cryobay Health Group scoreboard.
I reckon I'd rather watch grass grow, Milky, but
The bounce.
Bit
Oh,
harsh.
come on, a bit of comedy. You
Has-
take life too serious.
Has
pretty
gone to
cringeworthy.
water since they got a studio audience in there. And Dash lost Andrew Gaze.
Yep.
Anyway, story for a rainy day. Newton
Not
wrapped
gonna have
up
one.
without the footy.
Don't think we're going to have a rainy day, to be honest.
Tenace tumbles one towards us at half
Pick up.
forward. Really clean pick up. You're spot on,
Oh.
Milky, but turned over. Connors chiseling ball towards Gillies. Here's Kane Learson paddling it to his own advantage. Did really well. Did the
Good work.
Colac
Oh,
coach.
wow.
His hands were clean as well. Simpkin has a runner on his outside. This is Malikan. Can he quite? Ball at ground level. Plenty of numbers round this. Copley paddled it out towards Learson. Wrapped up in a strong tackle. The footy right in front of us.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
Banjo just knocked over the boundary and will be tossed in.
takes his only bounce of the year as well, I reckon, Banjo. Sneaky bounce after he handballed it to the umpire.
I'll be nice to you, Milky. You can have this one.
Boundary umpire right in front of the Kids commentary tuck. It's Banjanin and Veal. Veal knocks it down. Cody Spokes at the bottom. Gets it across to Cardinal. Tried to hang the head back for the high tackle. Nothing doing though. We'll have a ball up.
Yeah, there was a bit of bobblehead action.
Yeah,
wasn't
there
it, once
was,
he felt
yes.
the contact.
Travellini just got him nicely right across the chest. Up they go again. Veal and Banjanin. Oh, Veal just about takes Josh Eddie's head off. And the umpire circling says, we'll go and do that again. Give him another crack at it because he missed the first time.
That might have been what they were missing in that first quarter without him around the contest, really. He's been hitting some bodies.
Yep. Up they go again. Veal, oh, really good pass down to, who was that? I reckon it was Newton as the ball is just back into this real tight contest. As soon as Welsh got hold of it, he was wrapped up. Boy, I reckon that was Murray.
Real
No, it wasn't.
contested
Wasn't even
ball.
close. It was
Competition
McCarthy.
early in this second quarter.
Very, very contested start. Banjo had an air swing, and they reckon the footy got him on there straight in the bonce in the end. Oh, yes! Oh, boy! Wood Mason, funny, awkward-looking snap from the middle of the ground, very, very wide. He's just shoving off. Oh, great tackle on Hillman, holding the footy. Couldn't
Thought he got a
quite.
little
harsh.
handball out
I
there.
think it was Callum Wade.
Yeah, it was.
Was it not Milky?
Yep,
it was at half
Yep.
back.
Good reward for the tackler, but he didn't have a lot of time
I
with
thought
it.
he didn't have any
Short
prior.
ball. This man's been very impressive. Captain
Yeah.
led by example so far, Welsh, for St Mary's. The ball still at half back. Ball into the middle of the ground was dangerous and turned over. Spokes, handballs behind. Veal, Simpkin. He's very good on either side of his body. Left foot ball this time. Lang had to track back. A loopy handball. Just out of trouble. Can they keep it in?
Oh,
McMahon.
look out, look out.
He does.
Oh.
Lang again was ushered over the boundary, and the ball is only 5 metres around from Colac's attacking goal. 32 plays 19. We've played 6.5 minutes thanks to the Corio Bay Health Group.
Spinning ball. Just noticing Kane Newton in front of us. Bit of a limp up on. Just have to run that one out, Kane, as the ball comes out of the pack. Hillman, dispossessed. Good work there. I reckon that's McMahon that's got him in the tackle. No, it's Big Snowy. Snowden will do the ruck work. About 25 metres out from the Colac goal. They need back-to-back goals to get back in this game. Ball knocked down, ground level, or trying to crash his way through was Manane, I think it was, at the bottom of that pack. Ball comes out. Gillies goes wide, puts it into the path of his teammate in Copley. Copley, good work, bounces back to get that up, gets it over to Nace, uses the ball really well, puts it out to Hyder. Got a big job. He's got some work to do on Kane Learson. Just real footy smarts there from Learson. Prezani, the skipper, goes to centre half back, finds his teammate there in Lockie Simpkin.
He does. Been busy, Lockie Simpkin. Goes to the middle of the ground.
Kick.
Beautiful,
That's a better kick.
precise kick too.
Yep.
Now this next one's been their problem. Spokes goes wider still. Here he is. Wood Mason. It's a mung.
Big
Half forward, not his best. Strong tackle. Ball still at half back. McMahon. Can they get it out? St Mary's, they do eventually. I think that was Connors who whacked it out of there, but the ball will fly over the boundary, right on the outer side on centre wing. So Colac, free kick. Just to repeat, 5-2-32 St Mary's. Colac 3-1-19 in this second term.
Oban gets a kick into Dylan McCarthy. McCarthy, they just come straight towards the kicks commentary truck. Puts it in front of Learson. Learson looks for his teammate there. And he takes it. That's Murray, I think. Yes, no, that's Manane. Manane goes wide. Finds his teammate. Does a good job.
Melican.
Been amongst it, Melican, hasn't he?
Yep.
He was actually exhausted right in front of us about 5 minutes ago. Oh, just a bit of a floater. Didn't give Hillman much of a chance, but chipping and taking the marks to Callum Wade.
Bit of a nothing kick, wasn't it?
Yep. He gets it across to his teammate
here we
Nick Connors.
Great
Connors, good kick and a good stretch. Really good stretch by Damien McMahon. He's on the outer wing, looking for Gillies. Puts it, look, and laces out. Bang!
Beautiful.
Beautiful kick. Prazzani had no say in that one.
Can't stop that.
They'll be pretty happy with that, I think, Colac,
Yep.
to force him out that wide. They had 2 one-on-one contests in the open 50 there, St Mary's. This will test your doesn't miss theory here, Milky.
No, well, he's not going to. He won't have a shot at it. He's just going to put it at the top of the square. He's 48 metres out at the top of the square. Snowden has 2 grabs, not paid the mark. Dishes off the handball. Georgie Stephen tries to get the handball out, and they're happy to rush that through. Hayward, I reckon it was that knocked it through, but it's a rush behind anyway to St Mary's.
Can't miss if you don't have a shot, Milky.
That's it, of course. I'm master of that call too. If it had gone through, or what does he say? I told you he doesn't miss.
Listen,
Whoa.
in duties, that's a chiseling ball. Imagine if you kick a ball like that. Geez, you'd be happy. Melican.
I usually was.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that. Fed you into that. Simpkin did really well, and then kick was smothered. His handball has to be good now. Puts his team under a lot of pressure. Ball through the middle of the
Good
ground.
tackle.
Really strong tackle. I think that's Lee Gorbel who laid it.
Zybel.
Zybel.
Quite opposite in height range there.
Not sure how I got that mixed up. Just went through the complexion.
But the good thing, he was so big going into Welsh, and he just got him around the shoulders and not. Geez, it could have easily ripped his head off. Keep going, Buzz. You're getting warmed up, son.
Snowden. Just everyone at the ruckman's feet, and we'll do it all again. Ball has not moved. Just over 10.5 minutes played then in this second term.
They've given Kane Newton the magic spray, because look, he's out there and he's running quite clearly.
He's all right.
Yep.
Snowden again, nearly an air swing. McGuan threw a leg at it, didn't go far.
Oh,
Webb,
here we go.
trickling ball, and they're out again here. Copley, left foot ball, chopped off.
Hands.
Not good. Was good mark from Hayward.
Oh, here we go.
Goes
Look out,
to this
right in front of
near
it.
side.
Whoa!
Spiffy. Dare I say, might have dropped that if he was on the other side of the ground. Simpkin has microphone head Brazzani in support. Not a fantastic kick turned
Shocking
over.
kick.
Ben Dobson goes by hand to Copley again. Has runners. McMahon. Look out! Jeez, Falekos rode him into the turf. No free kick. Webb dances through a couple. Now Connors from 75. Garner read it like a book and then upended by Learson.
As I said, they're good mates, and I reckon he's probably staged for that a little bit.
He's directly in front, 25 out from home. Should be no trouble
Gee, he got rid of McCarthy easily, didn't he?
Very similar to Gilly's mark earlier in
Yeah.
the quarter down there. He knew where the ball was landing and just got rid of his opponent, got there.
Buck Rogers takes the shortest steps for a runner I think I've seen in a very long time. Little twinkle toes.
So in comes Jared Garner, directly in front, as I say. 25 out, we'll give it. And he comes, just a little steerer, but it's good. His second, 23rd of the season too, and that's his great ability to swing forward when having a rest out of the midfield. Just to go forward and kick some goals for St Mary's. They move on to 6-3-39 on the Corio Bay Health Group scoreboard. Colac 3-1-19. We've played 12 and a half minutes.
Looking dangerous for Colac.
Yep.
St Mary's third mark inside 50 as well.
They can't let it drift too much further out than this,
Yep.
I think. At a 20-point margin, you don't want to let St Mary's get the next one.
The old pup's very quiet
He's
back there.
disappeared,
Just no other.
Just
I was just
Bit of
loading up my
ZZZ.
scores. Give me a mo.
Oh, okay.
loading up,
Back
long
in-
loading.
Back in the middle. Seibel and Snowden just to hack off the ground. Tenace goes back into the tackle, then eventually gets it out. Simpkin dishes up, just goes out to Newton. Newton's set upon. Right on top of the centre square, and we'll have a ball up.
That throw-
Hyder loves a little, in and under
Big
stuff.
grunt.
That one-handed throw wouldn't have been allowed in State of Origin.
No.
Tenace was a forward pass.
Ball at the back of the centre square. Here is Newton again. Had a fresh area in the end.
Oh.
Eddie, handball to the wrong team. Ball ends up in his lap again as he's set upon by multiple Colac Tigers, and we'll have a ball up just inside the 50 for St Mary's. So they're doing all the attacking in the last 10 minutes or so.
The breeze has hit the cement works. Joey's 4-3-27 now.
There we go.
Wow.
There it is. The breeze is wreaking havoc with that game of footy.
The old pup breeze. It's
Strong
Hasn't
tackle
hit anywhere else.
on George Stephen. Not rewarded in the end. McMahon, jeez, just tries to spin his way out on his knees in the end. Plenty of numbers around this. Look at the bodies just flying in. Very, very tough work in there. McMahon handballs to touch in the end. It's gaining some yardage.
We don't say much about them, and we try not to at times, but I think the umpire's been excellent this quarter, not paying the Tiki Touchwood head-high free kicks. There's been plenty of them they could have paid.
Been letting it go because they're letting both sides, because they're both having a lot of aggression towards the ball,
Yeah.
and they're both letting them get away with it. There's been nothing silly.
They've been in trouble without this bloke, Milky.
Simpkin been really good at half back. Decides to go straight down the guts to the shortest bloke in the ground in Gorwell.
It's gonna work,
Finishes off.
Where is he?
Faleco's
Give it to him.
feet. Stiffy gets
Oh,
one high.
get him high.
Free kick and 50. Get him in the goal square. He's only 50 out. Plays on. Goes round the man on the mark.
Ooh.
Oh, 1-on-3 to Veal.
Stiff.
Just Dobson just floats back and takes a mark. What an anticlimax.
Wasn't close enough to us to produce his best. He's just a geographical anomaly. He just needs to be close to us, Milky, to pull out his best, I think. Brings out the best in him. Dobson at half back. Switches the play in front of his own goal. Hall goes wider still. Lang drinks chai lattes in his spare time, Milky, and unsure if that's exactly the most staunch
With
macho.
soy milk too, I'm tipping.
Not sure it goes down well in a footy club. That's all right. Just remember, that's Tom Lang I'm talking about.
That's
Hall.
it.
Tom Lang, if you were wondering.
Yes.
Kick
Chai
wide.
latte with soy milk. Wouldn't it be?
Just heard during the week, Milky brings chai lattes to training and not exactly warm too. So Simpkin in the middle of the ground
Good hands
for
again for
Lekos.
Lekos.
Yeah.
He's been terrific.
They need to get the ball in his area a bit more often.
He and
It's been really dangerous.
Damien McMahon having a good battle at half forward. So Falekos, not a lot on for him, so just chips it up and hopes for the
Hillman.
best. And really clever kick towards Hillman.
That's nearly your best. That's nearly your best take for the year, I reckon. The chai latte.
He does. I just deal in facts, Milky, and Tom Lang drinks chai lattes. But that's all right. Each to their own. Luke Hillman's got the footy anyway. In amongst all that, clever kick from Falekos. Kicked it into his open space, and so Luke Hillman, tight angle, very tight angle, but he's good enough. Had a good season. 27 goals so far. Hangs it up, won't score. Dobson got a fist to it and through for a minor score.
So on the Corio Bay Health Group scoreboard, that takes Colac to 3-2-20. Yep. And of course, that's what I was about to say. What St Mary's where they changed it to an advertising
6-3, that is.
6-3-39. Mark taken by Welsh, is it? Is that Welsh in the corner?
don't think so.
Welsh goes and gets it across to McMahon anyway. That's Dylan. He chips one to the centre half back, gets it across to his old teammate there in Matthew Copley.
Been lively, Copley. He's looking right.
Handballs it across to his other mate there. I reckon that was McMullen, wasn't it? Or ball goes forward. Hayward. There can't have been
Here we
McMullen.
go.
There he is. Look at Tenace. He has got a paddock. Can he get onto it?
No!
Can he get onto it? He can't catch it. It's not over. Beat him over the boundary line. He was the only one in the forward 50.
So often you see that ball just pitch up, don't you?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's all it
There
had to do.
There wasn't even one of those bounces that went high. It just rolled.
Just very unlucky.
That was a genuine teaser.
Yes.
I was worried
30 metres he chased it.
a hamstring was going to go.
Pop. I'm going to get a goal.
Tossed in, just 2 metres around then. McMullen got a nudge from the experienced Veal. That's a high tackle.
That's one of your ones there, Milky. You just drew the high tackle there.
That was there, though.
Oh, I'm not
It was
so
on
sure.
Copley.
He dropped to your knees. I watch too much telly, these blokes.
So Copley will be the recipient. Just his fourth game, of senior footy. Already kicked 2 goals.
Oh, that's not fair, is it? Poor old Kane Tenace has to go and have a rest for chasing the footy.
He's spent. It's a good chase too. So he chewed up a lot of time here, Copley. Did up the shoelace. Surely I think that goes towards
30 seconds.
the time. Anyway, he comes in. Does Matthew Copley? Can he kick his 3rd senior goal? No, he can't. Always a bit narrow. Through for a minor score.
North Shore leading the competition at the moment. They're 8-7-55.
Leading the competition.
Leading the competition. Of what? Competition of what?
They've got the highest score in the league. at the
Okay,
moment.
maybe you would have been better off saying that. As Kane Learson brings it out from full back, goes straight down the middle, looking for Hayward, gets a hand on it, put his head over the footy on that occasion. Was that Simpkin? The ball comes, no, it's Cody Spokes. Ball comes out wide, back it goes to Melican. B calls the ball more than his Melican. The ball goes Zybel, knocks it clear. Dobson, sells some candy. Beautiful stuff. Gets the old 1-2. Dishes it off again to Garner. He decides to tease Dobson, but goes past him. Connors at centre half forward. Chipping in. Taking good defensive mark with Dylan McCarthy. He brings the ball across the face of goal to Ben McCarthy. It's the McCarthys at Colac and the McMahons at St Mary's. All the bloody Catholics. McCarthy to Hayward.
It's a mark.
It's a mark. Lucky we didn't have a camera right on it because I reckon it was closer to us than it was to the field of play. Decides to go back. They're doing this a lot, Colac. Learson out of side. Goes to his teammate there in Melican. He mucked it up. He did because Matty Copley was just happy to see that go over the boundary line.
Paddy Dowling's limping as well. He got hit, I think, in the quad at that contest just then.
I was going to say he's limping. You've got to pick the right injury. Don't go guessing.
Oh,
Was tossed in. Travellini, right on centre wing out of side. Goes back to go forward. Hayden McMahon in the long sleeves this afternoon, just adding to that sort of wild man look. So looks up. Neat kick to Connors. Been busy in this second term. Nick Connors, chipper. Just inside his own centre square. Kick very wide. Malikan comes over the top.
Fist.
Really strong fist.
Yep.
And out of play just on the paint of 50 for St Mary's. They've got a 20-point lead in this second term thanks to the Carrabba Health Group.
Oh, wonder who was
Leopold,
making
I've
all
got
the news.
scores for Leopold
Very
St
good
Albans
stuff.
now. Leopold 3-2-20 leading St Albans yet to score.
Oh dear.
Well done. There he's just chipping in with
Hang on.
not that significant. We would have thought it might have been more.
Jeez, you ride him hard, Milky.
Yeah.
He's a pest. Got to go and get the truck for him. Can't even drive a damn truck, the useless so-and-so. 40 plays 20 here, 21 minutes gone. Oh, good little handball. Hyder at the bottom of it, stripped of it as he tried to get rid of it. Gee, stacks on. Just inside St Mary's forward 50 as Hyder got the foot. He was about to go goalward. Umpire blew the whistle on him. Bit of a teaser.
I had to move the truck.
You wouldn't be allowed to do that. Veal knocks it down. Oh, got one high, Cody Spokes. Bit unlucky. The tackler on that occasion. Was
Yeah.
it Connors that got him? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a bit unlucky.
Just came at the wrong angle, I think.
Yep. Goes back to Learson, who's got Hayward. He's going to ignore him. Going to go a bit deeper. Decides to go right out the other side. Put a bit of pressure on 2-on-1 situation. Ball goes out wide. Picked up by Hillman. Tries to get the handball out. I think there was Gall at ground level. Ball comes back anyway. St Mary's Sherman being very quiet by his standards today. Garner. No, it wasn't Garner, was it? Free kick to McMahon. Should have just said McMahon at St Mary's. You've got to get right, surely. Gives it across to Dobson, who unloads, goes towards goal. Snowy! We're in the same number as Percy Jones, and that's very Percy Jones like that.
So just for the listeners, that was going straight to the middle, and he decided to try and take the mark and just rushed it through.
I'm going to give that behind to Snowy.
Ball from Tenace, eventually finds Garner on the bounce. High left foot ball. Plenty numbers round this. Learson set upon by Hyder. Can he escape? He does somehow. Falls to Travellini though, and the snap.
Out of bounds.
He missed everything.
Missed everything. Just
Closer
Travellini.
than that.
Yeah. Goal umpire wasn't
Out on the full. No, he wasn't. So Learson. Oh my goodness me! Did you see that, Milky?
Yes, he got a second chance.
I'm not sure why he got a second chance because he grubbed it. He's
Yeah.
playing favourite to the umpire. Kane Learson literally scrubbed that ball all the way along the ground. And then that is a much better. It's gone very high. Newton couldn't take the mark. Snowden. Welsh, terrific handball. Sherman loves a goal. Snowden.
Ooh,
Back to him
might make
again.
up for it.
High ball. Learson sitting in goalkeeping. Needs to get the ball in some more dangerous spots, I reckon, Kane Learson. Ball wider. Still in front of us. Ben McCarthy. Right on his defensive 50 line. 21 points the margin in this second term, St Mary's way. Long ball to centre wing. Nearly the grab to Lang. Drinks chai lattes in his spare time. Couldn't take the mark. Strong tackle by Falekos. Comes out. Snowden back to Falekos. Got his hands free. Gorwell tries to spin through some trouble. Set upon by two Saints. Ball not getting out of there. It'll be tossed up on the hardest centre wing on this near side.
Not a bad result that for Colac. They've been locked in their back 50 for about 10 minutes now.
Under duress pressure.
Need to get it out of here. Veal does so, gets it, knocks it clear. Trying to crash his way through.
Here we go.
Just to Murray. Goes to McGuan.
Needs a
McGuan
bounce.
just lets a bomb go. Oh, he needs a bounce. Does he get the bounce?
He has.
Hillman's got it. What can he do with it? Tries to go towards goal, but there is Riley Hall. Dishes it over to his teammate there. Does really well, does Benny Dobson. Comes out wide. Tenace at full stretch. They're testing him out today with that hammy, aren't they? Kane Tenace half back. Gee whiz. Goes with a little spearing bomb. Just a beauty. Finds his mate in Matty Copley. Half back. Out of side. Goes to Hyder, who takes a good overhead mark at full stretch. Back to Tenace. Centre wing. Goes, squares it up. Sherman. Oh, he's got a runner in McMahon. Takes the mark at half, right in front of the kicks commentary truck. Got Snowden. Oh, good spoil there by Hayward. Back at the back of the pack is McMahon in Dylan.
No.
He goes towards goal. I thought he went out of bounds, but he's going to go out of bounds and they'll cross the other side of goal.
I thought he was well over there.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
Eventually went across the face and just put it out in front of Garner, but I thought he was already out of bounds and perhaps the umpire on this side needs glasses.
So right on the opposite side of the ground to where the free kick would have been, the boundary throw would have been had if it was called out of bounds. Strong tackle. 2-on-2 contest at half-back and will be thrown up. So 25 and a half minutes gone in this second term thanks to the Corio Bay Health Group. 21 points the margin to St Mary's. Colac struggling for down forward in their forward half this quarter. Veal took a big swing at it out of the ruck. Couldn't get much yardage. They're out now though. Newton. This is the kick that's been letting him down. And again, Webb takes the relieving mark. Just his third senior game. Neat kick. Welsh been terrific. Damien McMahon has looked to run off at every opportunity off the Lekos. Kick had to be good and was just to Dobson, who's got a lot of footy again. Has possessions for fun. Ooh, funny looking kick though. Set Travellini an awful task. Gorwell set upon, got his hands clear though to Simpkin. Zybel have got runners now. This is Chase Murray in game number 1 in JFL footy. Zybel shows some good agility for a big man.
For this year, mate.
Kick in, for this year, excuse me. Kick in the middle of the ground. McGuan from the back of the centre circle. Wobbly looking kick. Tap forward, guess who? Oh, Stiffy was lurking, couldn't quite. Oh, he still will give it back to him. He's still alive.
Lurking, he's still lurking.
As the siren goes, another short quarter.
Wow.
But St Mary's will go to the main break. 21 points to the good. 6-5-41. The home side in EJ Whitten Foundation rivalry round. Colac 3-2-20.
2 goals, 3 to St Mary's, to 1 goal, 1 to Colac in that quarter. And it was a very, tight, contested footy quarter, but that's very low scoring on the old scoreboard. Take a break and we'll
Where
come
else
back.
would it be low
Where's
scoring?
Pup gone? Well, there he is there.
Got any food lined up for us, Milky? What's the idea with the chips?
Well, don't you worry about the old food, mate.
There we
Well,
go.
I'm getting a special plate for myself.
Ooh.
Going to take a break. Kicks FM 89.3. Join me, boys. Is country and is footy.
Oh, he's footy.
For the Bendigo Bank and Buckley's Entertainment Centre, this is the GFL Game of the Week on 89.3 Kicks Footy.
Got Hillman the next level up.
They're winning the clearances with Veal, so a bit interesting.
Van Jannon wins it, knocks it down into open space. Newton tries to take the ball with him but leaves it behind. Van Jannon has to go back and get it himself. Quick hands there from Connors across to McMahon. McMahon's kick. Oh, goes to his... No, it wasn't his twin brother. It was Sherman, who's been very, very quiet today. On his standards, that is.
Oh.
Off the ground, bouncing ball. Might have been
Copley.
the old Copley. Might have been a bit of a... Well, it was the best point for the day.
Would have been a
Two of
good,
them.
It was.
would have been a good
defend
start
back
from
too.
St Mary's.
First score for this third term. Great kick out, and they're on the quick counter attack here. Malikan has a runner.
Oh.
It's Manane. Goes a long way back. Oh, look at it. So just hushed murmurs around Anthony Costa Oval as Stiffy Wood Mason had the footy. Chicken ball inside. Gorwell, one of those talented group of youngsters in this Colac side, finds a man who's not so young, McGuan, but still very, very good
Look at the
performer.
kick.
Goes to Veal. Riley Hall always does enough. Got a fist in that time. Dobson spins out of a Falekos tackle. Hall again, sneaky, cheeky handball. Travellini, chiselling ball is nice.
Good stretch.
Connors stretched. He did in front of Kane Learson. Marks just backward of centre wing outer side, Milky.
Yeah, Connors just pumps one long to the outer side. Good use of the body there. Got rid of Hayward.
McMullen, I think.
McMullen it is. Who just he's just very, very nonchalant. Goes towards Sherman. Gets shoved out of it. Ball comes in. I thought I heard a whistle there, but it wasn't. Ball, sort of a real weird-ass kick from Cardinal, and it just goes over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw-in.
One of those had the arm pin, so we had to find a way to get rid of it once. Sherman's really struggling to find space in that forward line, isn't he? He gets these one-on-ones, but you can't find any space on the lead at the moment.
Spinning ball. Up they go, the 231, Zeeble and McMullen. Ball tapped clear. That was by Welsh. A little
Goal.
long, the ground goal. I can't work out who it is. It was Connors, was it?
Touched anyway.
They're calling touch, and they're not happy either. It was Connors.
Yep. Minor score.
I think the call was immediately touched. The umpire was waving his arm.
The cameraman's gone straight back to the centre of the ground, but it's a kick out.
He brought back in. Long ball towards Cardinal. Can he get there? It just fell short as the mark paid to Garner. It is. Swooping across in front, Jared Garner now. He looks like he's fancying himself. Garner will kick from right on the paint of 50. So
How many of these would he kick to train him? Just,
a few.
Yep.
Jared Garner. Another solid game from him.
Look at the run up.
It is a good wind-up too.
Bit of a Ben Brown.
Coming from KCAF, he is.
It is. Jared Garner kick 2 already this afternoon. Kick from right on the paint. A slide angle. Hangs it out. Asked the ball to do a lot.
Jeez.
Couldn't quite.
Just about.
Through for a minor score of Jared Garner. 2-2 for him. Margin ekes out to 24 points. St Mary's way.
So it's Learson in the goal square. Goes to the outer side. Good went in the direction of Zeeble, but it's Banjanin who chips in. Good steal there from Newton. Dishes up the handball, but it's intercepted by Travellini. His handball goes over to Welsh. Welsh, quick give there to McMahon. Sent up foot. Oh, good clean hands. Good
We might
mark
be in
there,
trouble
McCarthy.
again, boys. We
Dylan.
don't have a nomination for Mark, just like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, whoops. Oh, Falekos, that really solid hands early. I'd go with that so far for the day. McCarthy to the outer side. Goes to Gorwell in a bit of a mismatch. And the ball goes over the boundary line. That's been the best mark for the day, I reckon. That clean hands from Falekos really burst the footy.
Yeah,
Got me a fraction.
Biased or
didn't exactly blow my socks off. I didn't write it down, so
Tossed in right under
You're not right anything down.
the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 24 points St Mary's way. Ball back to ground level. Cardinal gets Garner over the line and will be tossed in. We've played 3.5 minutes in this third term. All St Mary's attacking so far. Not what the Tigers need. Still 24 points in arrears. Tossed in quickly by the boundary umpire. Zybel at front position. Did well. McGuan around the footy. Need him down where the ball is right now, I reckon. Lang drinks chai lattes in his spare time. Ball at half back. Soccer off the ground. Oh, sticking a leg in. That's
unlucky.
dangerous from Ben Thompson.
Had to be
Should have
danger.
been a free kick in the
Yeah.
end. Connors tumbling ball only as far as Learson. Being good, he and Simpkin.
Uh-oh.
Ball across middle of the ground, turned over though, not great. Connors from 55 shoots them up. Gillies falls just short of him. Can he pick it up cleanly? Numbers around. They'll sort it out in the end though. Hyder has a little one over the top. Thanks for coming, Matt Copley. Easy as they'll come for him. His first of the afternoon. Big turnover from the coach, Gane Learson. Results in a goal for St Mary's. 30 points is now the margin on the Bendigo Bank third term scoreboard.
Just as you pumped him up, he took the third of two options there, Kane Learson, and just turned it straight over. Gave away the goal there.
I'd like to see him move forward. Might make a bit of a difference.
Got to do
in the-
something,
Yep.
especially if
Yep.
McGuan's around the footy.
Yeah.
Just got to do something. Move him up the other end of the ground because he's normally a really good user of the footy. But anyway, it's getting close to panic stations for the Tigers. They've only kicked 3 goals for the game.
30 points now.
Yep. Back in the middle. Zeeble and Banjanin. I'll give that one to Zeeble, who goes back and roves it, then dishes off the handball. Just a hack off the ground from Newton. But there's only one man there, and it's Ben Dobson. Picks it up. Got a little bit of time. Just steadies and, then just wobbles one forward. Picked up on that occasion by McMullen. Dishes off the hands, down the line. Going back was Learson, couldn't quite get it. Gillies dishes off. Hyder towards goal, bouncing. Minor score. So on the Buckley's Entertainment scoreboard, that's 7-9-51 St Mary's to Colac 3-2-20.
McCann over the top. Simpkin goes quickly. Has the ability to go either side of his body and does so with his left.
Good judgment there.
Really good. Well read by McGuan. Has a little one over the top and finds Zybel just about in front of us. He's been good. The young man in the ruck. Kick inside 50 for Lekos. Just under the footy a little bit.
Where's the
And
runners?
look at this out the back. All by
got one in the goal
himself.
square.
Is Kane Newton. Dribbles it. Home. Got a lucky bounce in the end.
They
Had a
almost
man-
stuffed that up.
had a man by himself, marked in the goal square, excuse
Yep.
me, but got the bounce over the top and through for a goal.
Hillman would just about rip his throat out if that even mucked that up.
24 points on the Buckley's third term scored. Might have been saying Bendigo before, but it is Buckley's in this
Yep.
third term. 6 minutes gone. 7-9-51 St Mary's. Colac 4-2-26.
Would have almost jumped the fence and ran over through the netball courts and straight into the train, I reckon, there, Kane Newton. That was very risky.
Very much so when he had a guy by himself.
Yes.
All by himself.
Much-
Not even under any pressure at all.
A much needed goal.
Back in the guts. That one to Zybel. Knocks it out. McMahon tracks it. He's got Newton with him.
Did all right
Newton's actually going to win this. No, he's not good. Good work there from Connors. Wrapped up in a tackle. Nice Lang. That's it.
Hey, here it goes.
He says the boundary
boy.
umpire, so they'll stop now.
Gee whiz. Chai lattes.
Yeah, the chai lattes must give you that extra
I
strength.
think he might have mentioned Georgie's old Newton.
Free
that
kick
he-
to Colac.
that he might drink them.
Yeah, old Tommy Lang. Then Simpkin gets one
silly,
downfield. That's going to
silly.
Very
momentum silly.
Yeah, just exactly what they don't need to do, St
Yep.
Mary's. They don't need to sort of mess up their momentum and the flow of the game.
Good
with this sort of
work
stuff.
there from Welsh. Just tell them all to get out of it, not to be stupid. Because this could just, give Colac that little bit of a sniff.
You're right, Barnes. It's just unnecessary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just 2 quick free kicks for Colac and could cost them a goal.
And so the umpires aren't sure what's going on here. They need to sort out where the kick's going to go from.
For Lekos. I think it probably could have gone a bit deeper, but anyway,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Agree.
Yeah. But I think in general terms, the umpires have been really good today.
Yep.
No, there wasn't anything wrong with
No,
those
no,
decisions.
no,
They
both
were
those
just
decisions were
unnecessary
good.
from
Yep.
St Mary's.
Yeah.
Definitely a good
Chai
call.
lattes obviously don't do anything for your anger management.
No.
As Hook comes in, Flekos, it's
Yes,
coming back,
please.
is it?
Kicked it.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got it.
There we
go.
he's happy with it.
Here we go, Milky.
Sure, not quite sure. I reckon that might have gone over the post myself.
The goal pole was on the other side of the
Yeah, well,
post.
he
but
called
that's-
it.
in a better position than us, you could say.
Yeah, so that's...
Could be a big momentum shift now.
Well, back-to-back goals are always important in the way I look at football. And Colac now have back-to-back goals, 5-2-32. They trail St Mary's 7-9-51 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
Yeah, well, 3 minutes ago we said they needed something to challenge Colac, and maybe just a bit of momentum change.
Was it 3 minutes?
Yeah.
I thought the game was over at half-time. That's what I thought. But
Well, we
Got a
discussed
sniff
it
again?
3 minutes ago, but that's fine. Shoot me right in the foot.
no, I didn't mean like that. I just thought it was before that. But anyway.
19 points, the margin then.
I thought it was
So did I. I thought it was food.
How's the deflation in the box? Unbelievable. Just excessive groans that there's no food arriving. Never seen a man more flatter than John Milky Marnie at the moment. Just thought a bit
I saw
of...
their eyes just lit up with it. Here he is. You're guilty.
He thought a bit of Dirty Bird was coming his way. And, nothing doing. Ball in the middle of the ground then. 19 points. 19-point ball game. Game on. 2 in a row for the Tigers. Oh, look at that. Eddie setting the tone. And terrific hands from Dowling over the top. Garner, they've got the run now. Sherman bursts in the middle of the ground. Lowers the eyes nicely. Finds Gillies, wheels and goes on his right foot. He's got McMullen. Had to stretch.
spoil.
Really good spoil in the end. Geez, Tenace comes flying through and then tumbles over one.
that's
Got to
the
get rid of it, I
hold.
reckon.
That's
Got to
the
get
hold.
rid of
That's
it.
gotta be hold.
Yep, pinned. Holding the footy.
He rolled over and had both arms free and then sort of just fell back on it there, Chase. Unbelievable spoil by Haywood that was, coming back with the flight. Those are almost impossible to pull off at times.
Yeah, could have been paid a free kick against him.
McMullen was against it, wasn't it?
No.
He was trying to take spoil the mark. Yep. Ball comes down the flank. Gee, I reckon Manane didn't realise the ball was just about in his lap. Knocks it down. Oh, gee, good hit there. As the ball comes out, and I reckon that was a one-handed hand pass just there quietly from McMahon. The umpire has paid a free kick to St Mary's.
Yeah, Walsh got one high according to the umpire. I'm not sure he did, but he saw what he saw.
Oh, now.
Bit of a shove into the man with the footy. It's Welsh, who is, for the man on the marks just inside the arc, decides to go wide in the Hyder direction. Gee, set him a task. Learson picks up the crumbs, has a bounce, he runs into trouble. No, he doesn't. Gets clear. Manane gives it off to his teammate there in Melican. Melican goes wide. I just can't quite get it. McCann with the brightest boots out there.
yeah.
God, just an ordinary kick, but
It's
it
gonna work.
worked for Simpkin. Takes it, clear. Now needs to hit his target in Hillman. Doesn't do so. Ball goes over the back of the pack. Sherman, is it? Yes, it is. Picks it off. Goes to Eddie. A fingertipper. Doesn't take the mark. Valekos left the footy behind, son. Ball comes out to Travellini. Can he pick it up? Valekos puts on the pressure. But over the boundary line he goes, and we'll have a throw in. Some 70 around from the Colac goal.
Just an inch away there for Lekos. He almost got it going his way and he would have picked it up and been through for a shot at goal there.
Just picked up a notch this contest.
South Bowen lead Grovedale by 2 goals.
Oh,
Go Swans. 55 around from goal. Really good start to this third term. Sherman read it best.
Good hands.
To McMahon. They were elite hands. Dowling. Now they've got to cover the inside here. Left footer, they didn't quick enough. The kick to Garner was hot though. Travellini just sold his man into it. That was brilliantly done. He drew him into the contest, and now Tenace might have swung forward too, I reckon. Kick inside 50. Stiffy.
Oh, look at him.
Stiffy just floats back.
He's doing his work at both
Takes
hands
the
on
mark
Stiff.
at half back. Wonderfully done, Stiffy Wood Mason.
Joey.
Goes to experience, goes
Yep.
wide. Learson at half back has the footy. Plenty of it this afternoon. Goes a long way further back to Haywood, who had a little fumble but has time. Assesses nicely, but that was an ordinary kick. Simpkin, though,
Wow.
not sure about Tenace's
Threw a
effort.
boot at it.
Allowed Simpkin to
at
get the
this.
footy.
He got it.
And Stiffy,
How'd he get up there?
where did he come from, Milky? There's 2 of him. Kick inside 50 for Lekos. Couldn't quite. Ball at ground level. McMahon for Lekos. Had him. Got his hands clear. Hall upended. They're under pressure here. Dobson for Lekos. Where's Stiffy? Ball comes out eventually. Does it?
Oh, there he is.
There it is.
Yeah.
On the ground level. Not quite. Zydball. Left foot. Weird as. Not sure about it. McGuan. Couldn't quite. Oh, chai latte. Tom Lang. Spun into trouble. Wade. Oh, Dowling. Turn around, Paddy. Wasn't looking. Now Welsh. Wide ball. McMullen. Real sticky hands. Terrific grab I need a break, Milky.
Yes. So it's McMullen right in front of the scoreboard that says 51 plays 32 at the 13-minute mark of this third quarter. Hands across to Dobson. Dobson into centre half forward. Oh, just no one around him. Good mark there to Snowden. Ball goes to the... as Gillies has just thrown the hands here, said, what the bloody hell are you doing? Kicking to the Kane Learson. Make me look stupid. As McCann takes the mark half back. Those bright green boots don't help you kick it if you're kicking in the man of the mark, son. Ball goes down the line. Oh, and a good chesty there to Garner.
Bit of Bunano action here, do you reckon, Milky?
Oh, he just squares it up to Sherman, who does not miss.
He just got off the chain a bit this quarter.
Yep.
Sherman, hasn't he?
So Sherman to line up for St Mary's 8th goal.
Joey's have taken the lead from Newtown.
I thought they had the lead.
Yeah, so did I.
If Sherman kicks this goal, it's definitely going to hurt Colac there because they look pretty dangerous when they had it in their forward 50.
Just couldn't quite get that shot on goal.
Yeah,
down
I'm
there,
trying to think down here. Someone was a little bit, could have easily got a... Yeah. So Sherman's come in. It's only 30 out. Just tugged it a little bit left. I reckon he's got it. He doesn't miss. Quite seriously.
Just.
Yeah. Squeezed it in. They're worth 6 points no matter how much they get in by young Wilbur. So 8, 9, 57. That is St Mary's. They lead Colac 5 goals. 5 goals, 2?
There, Milky, yep.
Oh, is it on 5, 2, 32? Well, it had to add up there when I first looked. I think it might have been an ad for KFC too, just quietly to rub salt into the wounds.
We're approaching 15 minutes, Milky, I'll tell you what.
Yep.
Might have to drive the truck over there at this rate.
Go through the drive-through.
North Shore got a 10-goal lead over Lara.
Oh, boy. For the Paddy Carr Cup. Brilliantly done by Connors. There's a man down the middle of the ground. I think it's Newton. Keep an eye on that for me. Ball at centre forward for St Mary's anyway. Eddie wrapped up in a really strong tackle. Really, really good tackle by Dylan McCarthy. So they go by hand. Had to be good. Simpkin been terrific today.
He has been
Hayward
good, hasn't he?
has pushed slightly more forward from his defensive post.
Oh,
nice
what
ball.
a pass!
Really nice ball.
Threaded the needle.
Newton was down in the middle of the ground just a couple of seconds ago, but when he saw the footy coming, all went away. High footy, Hall, because the ball get out the back, because they might be out if they can get it. Valekos found a way through, but good goalkeeping from McMahon. Set his captain a task, Welsh. Valekos keeps it in. Can he break a tackle? He does. Oh, and then Hall rides his man and didn't give away the free kick too. That was vital. So the ball is about 25 around from Colac's goal on a tight angle. But this is a chance they've just got to take, Milky.
They do. The two bald-headed boys combining there, Cardinal and Falekos. Up they go. Zybel can't quite grab it. Banjanin, quick kick round the body. He goes. Hayward keeps it, tries to keep McMullen out of it. Hands with Tanay, smart enough to go to his teammate in Dowling. Dowling goes back into traffic, then kicks it very wide to Snowden. Snowden and Gorwell, the two, I reckon it's the tallest and the shortest bloke on the ground. Comes back to Dobson. Dobson just goes down the outer side to no one in particular. There's no one there at all. Bouncing ball in front of Travellini though. He puts on the afterburners, goes towards goal. Oh, good work from Melican. Wrapped up in a tackle by Tanase. Gets a handball away though. Goes back for the old 1-2, but it's gone over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in. Right in front of that beautiful old past player stand there. The old Geelong Cats past player stand.
Great.
Hard to imagine that was part of the ground over there, doesn't it?
Yeah, unbelievable. Great trap there by Melican over in that pocket. It could have easily bounced either side of him and would have been a clear goal.
So tossed in. Colac tried to exit. Spokes. Can he get clean hands to it? Couldn't quite. Ball still lurking near him. Strong tackle on Welsh. He was dispossessed, and now numbers come around the fall of the footy, and it'll be tossed up just inside the paint of 50 for St Mary's. 57 plays 32. 17 minutes played in this third term, thanks to Buckley's.
As Veal puts his hand up to say I'm the ruckman going for it, because it's not obvious with this new stupid rule. As the ball comes to the paint of the arc, it's McCarthy, I think it was taken down in the tackle. Stiffy also tackled, trying to tell him he's trying to get rid of it up. You can't play a free kick against him.
Dark days for the contracts there.
It's like shooting Bambi.
It is.
Just can't do it.
It was a very good tackle.
It was, and it was by the skipper, Welsh.
It was.
Very hard at the footy, young Jacob. And I think he likes his chances here a bit too.
Yeah.
Stiffy looks like he's standing about 48. Welsh comes in for that 9th goal. Oh, it's a beautiful hit on the footy. Is it going to make the distance? Veal gets back and just punches it over the line. Footer rushed behind. But a good kick from Jacob Welsh. Confidence. It's 8-10-58 to 5-2-32. And KFC yet again. Have a look at it, for goodness sake.
Learson had a lot of footy in the back half. Not much outside his defensive 50 though.
Yep.
McGuan pushed a long way up the ground. Goes for a little gallop. Kick not great. Hall got a hand to it for Lekos. Spins out of trouble, made it work. Now this is a big footy. Gorwell spun out of a couple. Can the kick get through? 2 players are out then for Colac. The kick couldn't quite get there. Can they still make something of it? Oborn wide. Wade intercepts. Gets it back to McMahon. Hayden. Does it work? It does. Banjanin. Now they're on through the middle of the ground. Dylan McMahon to Sherman. High ball, one-on-one contest inside 50. Garner v Simpkin. Garner comes out. The former Tiger goes a left foot snap towards goal.
Hit the post.
And hit the post. That would have been a real contender for United Petroleum.
Usually are when you're commentating. Tend to build them up a little bit.
That's exactly right, Milky.
Learson worked you out, sunshine. Learson goes to the outer side. Oh, it seemed to wait an eternity,
Yes.
McCarthy there. Goes towards the scoreboard, finds Gorwell. 59 plays 32, 19.5 gone. On the Bendigo, on the Buckley's Entertainment scoreboard. Squares it up, back to McCarthy. Still looking to send the Tigers back into attack. Goes back to Gorwell. We're right where we are. He paid the mark, now he's called play on. Lang tries to smash his opponent with the latte. Goes back down the line. McCarthy again. This time he's a bit closer to goal. Goes with the left foot. He's got Cody Spokes and he's got Zybel. They muck it up between them. Gee whiz, you block when you're second in line there. But
Spokes should have probably marked it. He was behind.
Spokes should have called him out of
Zybel
that
should have
one.
just called him out of it. No, I'm sorry, Spokes should have called Zybel out of it. And just said, you block for me and I'll take the mark.
Definitely Spokes' mark for the taking, but Zybel got in his way. Ruck contest falls at their feet. Banjanin wrestles.
You know that, Cone driver? Just tooted his horn at you.
That's pretty.
Rightio.
Someone's hungry, I think.
Bit off topic.
I think, I think the hunger's going to Milky's head again.
Oh, come on.
Ball just inside 50 then for Colac. Well done in the ruck. Falls to Banjanin. No, the opposite ruckman. Lang.
He's
Left
out
foot
in the-
wobbly ball.
Hit the tree.
He's hit the tree.
Hit the tree and bounces back in play. Very nice of it.
That little brawl,
Back in it.
he's gone a bit wobbly.
Yep.
It's McCarthy, 70 from the Colac goal. They trail by 27. Need a bit of scoreboard pressure. 21 minutes gone. Puts it into the hot spot. Zybel and McGuan, 1-2 at the bottom for Lekos. Gets out the handball. Oh, there was a throw from Gillies. Ball comes back. Oh, Georgie Stevens got it. Gives it out the back. Prazzani goes to Learson. Learson unloads. But he's tried to just give it too much. He's gone off the side of the boot and out on the full.
Just rushed it a little bit.
Yep.
Geez, they were stiff cold. They had 3 players and the ball bounced right in the middle of them, 40 metres out from goal. Very unlucky.
Now, mate, Gary Fletcher there beside us. Obviously had a hit of golf today. Now he's come to hang a bit on me.
Do you want to go over to the canteen, Fletch?
Have a look at Jake McGuan. He's had a blowout on the boot, Milky, and he's rolling around with just the one on.
He hits 2. Wave it.
Yep.
Come on, boys.
He's had a
Needs a
blowout,
new boot.
and they're freshies too, I reckon. Not happy.
He left his boots behind.
I think he just wants to chuck it, and he does.
Yeah.
He's chucked it. He's going around in one boot, Milky. Extraordinary.
He could have chucked it to the boundaries.
He
Put
could
it
have.
40 metres out.
Dowling
Right in the hot
had a
spot.
lot of footy through half back in the wing. Squaring ball was nice. McMahon to McMahon.
to McMahon.
Dylan to Damien. It was in the middle of the ground. Eddie can just wheel and go under no real pressure in the end. Josh Eddie kick towards Gillies. Couldn't get 2 hands around it. Pressure on here for Colac. Can they get out? They do. McCann in another pair of fresh bright green boots. Kick to centre wing.
Good work,
Eddie,
Eddie.
though, intercepts. Takes the mark above his head.
Oh,
Wobbly, funny looking. Made it inside 50, but only as far as McCann again.
Yep, by the boots.
It
Have
is.
a look at him. McCann gives it to Learson. There's plenty of time. Had plenty of that footy too. Out wide he goes to Simpkin, who's had just the same. Down the line he goes to McCarthy. McCarthy out of wing, wheels around on the left, runs straight into Banjanin. Then Dobson goes and mops up for him. Dishes off the handball. Backwards he goes. Finish up with Garner. Garner missed his target and it goes over the boundary line, out of side. 23 gone in this third quarter.
Bell Park have exploded to a 6-goal lead over West Geelong.
Exploded.
West Geelong.
Giants West Geelong.
Yeah.
Stephen George Steve.
And North Shore have got 3
Where'd
figures.
that come from? It's one of those names. As it comes out, Eddie, good quick hands. Gives it over to McMahon. Back to and on to McMahon. Goes wide. Good mark. That's
Good hands.
been reasonably. Height has been really reasonably good today.
Yeah, I like
Goes
him.
to Gillies.
Beautiful
Just
kick.
puts it laces out.
Good energy across half forward line.
Yep.
He
Yeah.
puts on the right pressure and hits the ball really hard.
Just his second game for the season, Milky.
Yep.
His intent at the ball's been pretty strong as well.
Yep.
Definitely been very ferocious.
Gillies throws it. He's the forward coach at St Mary's. Tom Gillies.
Cats out by 17 points. You'll be happy to hear there, Wilbur.
Gillies, just a bit of a side kick. Goes just.
Good. It was
It was a
strange,
funny
wasn't
looking
it?
kick, wasn't it? But I guess who's taking it? Kane Learson.
Would have had about 40 kicks in his back 50.
I reckon.
He would have astronomical numbers today.
Goes to Murray. Gets the old one back.
There he
Coach
is.
Learson again. Out with the handball to George Stephen. Then back to Murray. Then now it's all finished back with Simpkin. The other man in the back half for Colac goes to Brazzani. Takes the mark at centre half back.
Oh, he's off
Was
now.
off and called to do so. Just a big up and under mongrel out of side. They're going to muck this up. No, Newton gets it off. There he is, Learson. Starting to come up the ground a little bit. Mark
Oi.
taking. Oh, and Dobson. No, nothing doing. Who's
Yeah,
taking
good
the mark?
call. I think he
Yep.
exaggerated that one quite
Absolutely.
much. Good bit of athleticism, though.
Ben Dobson. Long ball towards Banjan went through his hands, I reckon, in the end, and there's a man down too. It was Newton.
Again.
Yeah.
Copped a
Oh.
nasty knee, I reckon.
Yeah.
McMahon to Dowling. Wide ball, Garner. Handball over the top, wasn't
Oh.
great. Just swooping in as George Stephen. Unsure why he hasn't got the job on Sherman anymore. Was working, and then ever since he's gone off Zach Sherman, he started to play well. He was pinned, though, in that tackle, and will be going Derby Hyder's way again. So another lively performance from him. Kick, high ball, not his best. Simpkin has to sit under it and wait. Nasty did all right, though. Ball will be extracted. Just takes a bounce and then kicks through the middle of the ground. This sets Oborn a big task. Ball will fall to the back. Wade. Oborn does all right in the end. Now, this is a big test. I've got
He's got his
numbers
boot
here.
fixed.
McGuan's
Got
all
the blowout
by himself.
fixed.
He's got 2 boots on all of a
Oh!
sudden. And he just gets his kick away in time. One-on-one contest for Lekos v. McMahon.
Oh!
And Lekos did it beautifully and takes the mark. Oh, and I thought he was going to hack him.
So did I.
I thought he was going to hack him with a shin. Unbelievable. Indeed for Lekos.
Kicked the ground for those
He
listening.
was-
He marked
yes.
his mark.
He was just setting the mark,
Big
but
wind up
it
for the
looked
mark
like
at
he
the
was
mark.
going to
Kick the legs out from under
cap him.
it. Cap him.
Kick one from this exact spot earlier
Exactly,
in the quarter,
yes.
so he should know what to do.
Dean for Lekos, been good. He and Damien McMahon have had a good battle through half forward or half back, depending which team you're supporting this afternoon. Need this, the
Need it,
Tigers.
yep.
For Lekos.
Oh, it's good.
Was
Peeled back
narrow, but
beautifully.
it came back. And for Lekos keeps Colac alive. Late into the third term, 26 and a half minutes played.
That's a big goal.
Massive
This
goal, and if you
last-
remember, first and
heading
second
into the
quarters
last
went
quarter.
about that only 26, 27 minute mark.
Yeah.
So
8:11:59 St Mary's. Colac now 6-2-38. Thanks to Buckley's.
21 points, the margin. Sizable margin considering they've only kicked 38 points when they're 21 points down. But
Yeah.
there's
They have
momentum and anything can happen.
They have kicked 3 in this quarter. And it's
Yep.
They're still
They
down
never
in
fall.
inside 50s for the quarter, but they definitely got up since it.
Veal
first
wins
half.
it, knocks it down. Almost Newton goes back in, tries to get it again. Set upon straight away. Umpire circling, but just says, nah, give it to me, boys. You're going to have another ball up. About 10 metres to the advantage of the Tigers, who are wearing the Hawks colours, which is a bit confusing.
Not really, no.
Anyway, ball goes up. Lang bounces off his hands and goes back and gets a rebound. Bouncing ball in front of Gillies. Can he pick it up? He does. Dishes off the handball. McMullen into the pocket. Up he goes to...
Well
I thought he
done.
almost took that Dobson. Looks like they might have moved him forward. Gets it across to McMahon. Goes towards goal. And he's put out the full. That's Dylan. McMahon. And over we go. 27, nearly 28 minutes gone. Longest quarter so far, this one, boys. Still haven't got any chips or anything, do we?
Yes.
No, nothing.
Long ball towards
yeah.
McGuan, falls well short of him, but he might end up getting it. Fortuitously, he didn't.
Oh.
Handball over the top, just went for the line.
He's
paid
paid
that.
it.
He's paid that
it.
delivery.
No,
McGuan
now
was
I'm
there.
not. I'm
Got
not
the
sure
strike.
he was going for the line. Then
McGuan was right
I
behind him.
think
That's who he was handballing it
was
to.
it Cody Spokes?
Yep.
I think it might have been handball over his head. Went out of play.
Very stiff.
Paid deliberate. Was a bit unlucky. And the front and centre from Garner is absolutely textbook. If you want to look at a Cummers goal, that's it.
Yep.
From Jared Garner. Attacked to the pack at pace. Got it on the full. Kicked an open goal. And that hurts Colac.
That was superb front and centre.
Yeah, excellent. Great timing. Just back to that free kick. It clearly wasn't deliberate. He was
No.
going
Yeah.
for McGuan. It might have been a throw, but that's not what the umpire called.
No, he
But
paid deliberate.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
the old steer decision.
9-11-65. St Mary's Colac 6-2-38.
Leopold 7-6-48. 5 goals clear of St Albans.
Not smashing them.
No.
Don't
no.
think they're ticking as well as they should be, Leopold.
No, back in the guts. Veal wins it. Been good in the ruck. Knocks it clear.
Oh, hey,
hang on.
hands off me,
They've
boy.
hurt. They've
Buzzer's
hurt.
about to jump out of the box here.
Yeah.
No.
Stiffy's gone limp as it goes wide. Travellini into the pocket. Oh, Gillies didn't quite take the mark. The Paul then does the old fend off. Dishes it off to Sherman. Goes towards
He's kicked
goal.
He's kicked
Very,
it, Milky.
very close, Zach Sherman.
He's kicked it.
Bang.
Oh, wow.
Going to be a mention for United Fuels there from Zach Sherman. It's a lovely
Good
snap.
fend off there from Gillies. And just got dished off the handball.
One of your finest calls there, the Stiffy gone limp as well, Milky.
Very sharp, Milky.
He's got lost in the wash, but just thought you deserved a bit of a slap on the back for that one.
Now it's back out to 33
Yeah,
points
all
as
of
well.
a sudden.
All
Yeah.
of a sudden.
She's done and dusted, you'd say?
Oh, you have to think so when they've only kicked 38 and they're 33 down.
Yeah, they have to double their score to win
Yep,
it.
be hard
basically.
for him to kick 6 goals.
So 2 goals into red time in this third term,
30
hurting
minute
Colac's
quarter. What's kept
chances.
this one going so long?
Maybe they're cooking our food. Back in the middle, Veal took another air swing at it.
Oh.
Oh, and
Oh,
McMahon ends up with it somehow. Inverted spiral goes towards Hyde. Only took a mark. Garner got his hands free somehow. Spokes under a lot of McMahon pressure. Got his handball cleared just. Ball's a centre half forward for St Mary's. Look at the numbers around this. Good luck getting it out of there. It'll be thrown up. So 71 plays 38 then. St Mary's way. 2 quick goals late into this third term. Cancelling out for Lekos. Now Garner read the pack beautifully and the kick just misses Gillies. It was nicely weighted for him. Microphone at Brazzani takes on 3. Not advisable. Learson got out of there just and they escape. They do. McGuan right back at the opposite end of the ground that he's used to as
There
the
it is.
siren goes.
Siren.
And St Mary's
31.
would have to do a lot wrong from here to lose this game, and Cole could have to do a lot right. 10-11-71, the home side, the Saints. Colac 6.
no, apparently Eddie signed Buckley for another 10 years. Said he likes losing.
Milky dropping a bomb.
Back in the middle, Zeibel knocks it down. Picked off by Welsh.
Oh, you're
Just-
kidding.
Oh, the ball just goes to. Oh, here we go. Finally got some chips. The ball comes out, and now they've both turned their mics off. You are kidding me. Out the back goes McMullen. Gets it by hand to Travellini. Travellini just straight across to Learson. Learson's kick. Will it be? That does go towards McGuan, but just a grubber. Kick forward. I think it was Dowling. I get those two blokes mixed up.
It's Dowling.
Dowling. Oh, McGuan just flips it over his head into the path of Lynch. Chai lattes for him at 3/4 time as well. Good tackle. Umpire says, give it to me. I'll have a ball up. Well, you can buzz. You can't eat that many and commentate at the same time. And he's got no intention of helping me out. This is, yeah. They might well be. Here you go, Wilbur. You have some, mate. You'll share them with me, I'm sure you will. As the ball
I
comes
will,
out.
Lucky.
Sherman. Oh, good stretch there from Simpkin. Learson. Good kick to Stiffy.
Oh, here we go. Take him
Wood
on, Stiff.
Mason into the guts of the ground. Got his mate there. Found him in Melican. Oh, just a shocking kick. I nearly shed shit, but I didn't as the ball comes out.
Did then, though.
McMullen.
Made up for it.
Yeah, McMullen to Eddie. Eddie across to Garner, who's been really good. Goes down to his little mate in Copley. Gets it out to Garner. Just a little bit, just taking his time a bit there, Jared Garner. Got 5 of them circling him.
Oi.
Gorwell gets one high.
Oi.
And a free kick. And away you go, Buzz.
Yep.
Chips, here I
Take
come.
it, Milky. Manane. Garner
Expecting
stays.
a little bit more than this from Milky.
Garner stays down 2. Lang got the fist in. Falls fortuitously wide to Travellini, who squares it up over the head of Sherman. Oh, look at Welsh go. Put the body in and smashed Gorwell. That'd hurt the young man. Strong tackle, though. That'll be thrown up. 60 out from home for Colac. 71 plays 38. St Mary's way. Start of this 4th term, thanks to the Bendigo Bank. Ball just trickling around at ground level. Eventually finds Welsh. Been terrific.
Well weighted.
Travellini played basketball with the footy. Controlled it well. Back to Welsh by hand. Goes further back still. And back to Travellini. Waxing a bit, and the kick isn't great. Miss Gillies. So out in the forward, just backward to centre wing. As the man in the crowd goes to throw it to the wrong man. Gets the right one this time. So Colac needs something out of the hat here.
Simpkins got a couple options. Goes backwards to McCarthy. McCarthy then goes to Learson. I reckon that's a training drill. They just have to go through the coach. Or puts it out in front of Hayward. You're in trouble here, son. Wrapped up by his opponent there in Dowling. Umpire says you're gone. And right in front of us, Paddy Dowling, with those silky left foot of his. Like his chances, I reckon.
No, won't make it.
Won't make the distance. No, doesn't even try. Just puts it into Gillies. Oh, almost. Not quite. Picked off by Prazzani. Prazzani to Simpkin. Simpkin gets around his opponent there in Haidar. But it would be just a big helicopter. But it finds Newton. Newton down the line he goes, looking for the big veal. Oh, good. Oh, paid the mark. Goes to Gorwell by hand. Out the back he goes. Lynch puts his hand in. Across to McMahon. McMahon comes down the line. Oh, just a very nonchalant.
If you don't
Is
mind,
that a little
might be
contender?
that might be our little nomination, I think.
It was a little contender.
Not the best,
Dowling, a
but
juggling one-hander.
Got to do what you got to do.
Was nice. Got the footy from Webb. Nicely done by Paddy Dowling. Now Copley in the heart of Anthony Costa Oval. His handball misses Hall by a long way, but it's all right because he's in a paddock of his own. Riley Hall looks up. Clever kick to Copley. He and Hyder have been lively additions through the forward half. Gillies, a ground level pickup, was clean and nice. Wheels onto his left foot. You can tell that's his non-preferred. Wasn't great. Gorwell got a fist in. Banjanen wrapped up. Veal, long way down for him. Raking handball. Colac with a run now. Can Gorwell get his hands clear? He does. Towards Manane. Intercepted though by Callum Wade. Handball over the top. Welsh. Travellini just forward to centre wing out of side. Squares it up nicely to Tenace. Had to sit and wait though. Numbers still with St Mary's though. Eddie bursting through. Tenace palmed it on to Garner. He's at 50. Handball's a long way back. Callum Wade again. 55 out from home. Beautifully done. They worked that terrifically well, St Mary's. Composure under pressure. And Kane Tenace will kick from directly in front. 45 out.
Yeah, 2 or 3 of them, Garner and Wade, both just knew what to do, summed up the situation, didn't rush it. Well done, Tenace, slipping into the gap.
I'm finding it really good for you to be able to do that because you're watching 2 games. You're doing really well there, Barnesy.
Straddling the line.
And here comes Tenace. Yeah, just straight over the goal umpire's hat. And that's his first, Kane Tenace. But St Mary's 11th. 11-11-77. They lead Colac 6-2-38.
I only just realised he wasn't on my sheet, Milk. You haven't written him
down
down
the bottom.
yet.
Right down the bottom, mate. You had to put him in. He was a late inclusion. Jack Blood, a late withdrawal. I reckon he's gone across to Geelong in the VFL. They play tomorrow, do they? The VFL?
87-78.
87-78. They're worried about I'm surrounded by Hawthorn and Geelong supporters, and all they're worried about is what's going on over there.
That and the chips.
And chips. Well, I must say, one chips between all of us, just a little bit.
Because Pup said there's only one man in the box.
Oh, that's probably right. As Colac going to attack. Veal almost tries to take the mark. Goes back, tries to get it again. Ball comes out, finishes up with Lynch. Lang, sorry. Goes back
Lynch, not
to Riley.
Milky.
Riley Hall.
The other team, too.
And McMahon goes down the line. Just finds big.
He got the arse during the week, too.
Who got the arse?
Tanner. Your man. You called his name out of nowhere and he Got the
Well, that's,
Got the chop.
I'd already heard the gossip. So
Well,
that's where
it.
that's where it was coming from. They
Dowling.
finished up with Dowling. Oh, just a no one.
in the middle of the ground. And you're right, wasn't it a fantastic kick? Handball over the top. That's not a
Not like
fantastic
that handball.
handball. Hyder. Oh, bounces off that frock of his. Got the high tackle too.
Oh, he definitely ducked into that.
Darby
Ooh.
Hyder and brought to ground by Cardinal. Has a runner. Dobson on the wrong side for him.
Oh.
Gives it a good crack though. It goes high. Falls to the back of the pack. Who can be first there? It'll be Malikan. Burst through. Just 22 years of age. Milky Birregurra, Premiership captain. Back in the Colac and District Footy League. He's wrapped up though by Copley. And it'll be thrown up. Tight angle. Just 20 around from home for St Mary's. McMullen over the top.
quick
Tenace.
hands.
Terrific hands. Squaring ball. Does it get the bounce? Microphone head was there to goal keep. And gives it quickly to Learson. Goes
love that.
short. Just the shape and formation of his head, Milky. It just resembles a microphone. This
love
is Simpkin.
Uh-oh.
Left foot spearing ball. Had to be good.
Oh.
Connors dumped his man. Manane got it from McGuan. Now he can keep running if he wants or chip over the top, which he does. For Lekos, copped the nasty bounce. Didn't see him at all.
Look
But
at it.
sharking it was Hillman.
Look at it,
Puts
look
on
at
the
it.
afterburner
Bang!
and kicks the goal. Well done, Luke Hillman.
Got a really kind bounce and made the most of it. So there's enough there for signs that the Tigers will be competitive as you blokes just shovel in the chips and watch the Cats and they have no.
Oh,
have no
Danger's
shot on goal.
lining up for
Danger's
number
lined up
9.
to seal the game. If he kicks this one, it's all over.
So on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, it's 11-12-78 St Mary's. Oh, that should be 12-12, shouldn't it? Didn't they not just... Oh, no, sorry. That was Colac who just get that goal. I'm too busy watching two. I can't do it. I'm too old for that. 7-2-44 Colac. They trail St Mary's 11-12-78. 34 points the margin. Up they go. Snowden just slaps it into McMahon territory. That's Dylan. Into the hot spot. Gillies feeds it down. Sherman got one high. Did he?
No,
Did he duck
he
into it?
played for
Good
it,
call,
Milky.
umpire. Good call. You got one right. Beautiful. Tenace off the deck. Puts it in the Hyder territory. Gets tackled by McCarthy. Still keeps it in play. Gives it over to Learson. Learson, dangerous. Haywood slaps it through. Not mucking around with that.
Dangerfield 5 goals 6. Milky.
Yes.
Couldn't
10
finish the job.
10 points the margin with a minute and a half to go. Back to this game though. Snowden up high. At ground level here, Stiffy. Here he is. He just does his best work around us, I told you. Zybal got it clear. Dumped over the line unceremoniously was Haywood. Right next to us in the kicks commentary truck. It'll be thrown in.
$2. Gee, that McMullen just picked up $2.
Did he?
Threw
Chuck it
$2
over.
over the fence.
Maybe we could get
Surely
some food.
put it in your sock. I would have thought. Keep it for after. Tossed in anyway. Front position was Snowden. Veal just dropped it onto his own boot. Kick inside 50. Gillies presents some nice hands in front of Prazzani. Tom Gillies has been very good this afternoon in the absence of Sam Dobson. And he'll line up for goal number 4. Directly in front. Only
Doesn't miss according to the mill.
20
Nah,
out.
doesn't miss.
No, that's
through.
not exactly gospel though. So Gillies.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good look, would it, Father Milk? Well, not that.
Oh boy.
That's definitely something we shouldn't comment on.
Not sure you can be rolling in that sort of territory as Gillies. There we go.
I just about to say, I told
There
you
we
so.
go.
It did miss.
Through for a behind. 80 plays 44. St Mary's way thanks to the Bendigo Bank in this final term.
Simpkin out the good mark there to Melican. Melican, the little give across to Manane. Manane by hand. Over he goes to his teammate in McCann. McCann to centre half forward. Good mark to Oban. Might test him this distance because the man on the mark's about 48. Oh, just dishes up the handball to McGuan. Goes bang for his third. Yes.
Nice.
Good work.
You're going to have to take over for the next 45
sense.
seconds, I reckon.
Just,
Milky, we're
good
not
just,
sense
gonna-
of,
just call the next 30 seconds, Milky. Luke
Good
Hodges
sense
kicked the
of-
goal.
Good sense of occasion there from Oban, knowing his limitations. Just dished off the handball to Jake McGuan. And I am on my own. The three of them are watching the Hawthorn-Geelong game.
I'm still here, Milky.
Yeah, good on you,
North
pup.
Shore in high score territory. They're 20-22-142 now.
I knew they'd beat Lara, but I didn't know they'd absolutely smash them. I thought they might have beaten them by 6 to 10 goals maximum. Wowee.
Grovedale 8-7-55, leading South Bowen 6-16-52.
Wow. Up they go, back in the middle. Veal wins it, only as far as Sherman. It goes deep. Good mark. Good mark. To the hands in the air beside me. I don't know what's going on. Ball goes wide. Mark taken by McCarthy. That's Ben. Goes into the hot spot to Manane. Manane takes it at centre half back and gets a bit of attention. Umpire says calls him back. No. Manane down to centre half forward. Good stretch by Cody Spokes. No, it's not Cody Spokes. Good mark on that occasion as the boys are going berserk here.
You wouldn't believe it.
It was Cody Spokes.
Unbelievable.
It is Cody Spokes.
Extraordinary.
He's played on from the same spot he missed it last year.
Isaac Smith played on, panicked, had a shot to win the game and missed it again.
He could have gone back and had a shot.
He played on.
He could have gone back and had a shot from the same spot he had in the qualifying final. He got nervous.
Unbelievable,
Oh.
Milky.
Yeah, well, don't really care. This ball goes to Pack.
What's been happening here, Milky?
That was Cody Spokes. I'm thinking, who's 16? So Cody Spokes has changed his jumper to number 16. As the ball finishes up with Manane at half forward. Goes stiffy direction. No, but a good stretch. That Cardinal or Fleckos again? Fleckos, I think.
Fleckos,
Yep.
Yeah.
Been good overhead for a little fella.
Yes.
Taking some good marks.
Yep. Just the 48 metres out again. Lining up for Colac's 9th goal and his 3rd. Been a really good performance by Dean Fleckos. Fancies his chances here. And the official margin at Hawthorn Geelong was 3 points. Is that right, guys? In comes
Something like that.
Fleckos.
4 points to the Cats,
4
that's all that
points.
matters.
In he comes. Gives it a ride. He pushes it to the right. I reckon that's come back.
Hit the post.
Oh, it hit the post. Minor score. His first miss.
Yep.
And Colac 8-3-51. They trail by 29 points.
Really nice game of footy from Dean Fleckos in a losing side, I reckon.
Yep.
Hasn't
Yeah.
been. Can hold his head high. Oh, look at that step from Ben Dobson.
Ankle break.
Yes.
It was an ankle breaker, and the
Great
kick
goal,
into the middle of
mate.
the ground was terrific to Snowden. Look at this. Lang will celebrate with a chai latte on ice, I reckon, tonight. Here's Gillies. Have I told you he likes drinking chai latte? Kick
No, you haven't mentioned
into 50. Tanais. One hand!
Oh.
Nearly. Listen. Simpkin called those two in conjunction a few times. Back to Gillies. Left foot, weird looking footy will work though. Travellini right into his lap. Just inside 50. Don't think he'll have a shot from here. It's a very tight angle and probably on his limit.
Looking for Snowy back in the goal scoring on Leeson.
back.
Yeah, they've kept it pretty open. Banjana wandering down there with Hayward as well, but Travellini might be going against conventional wisdom and having a shot here. Conventional wisdom, of course, being me, Milky.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
Orchid.
Travellini, that's it. Have to have conditions just perfectly right. Comes in. Didn't hit it correctly how he wanted. Snowden!
Told you,
Up high. 2 hands to it. Terrific mark from Brenton Snowden. He wants to kick from straight in front, but won't be allowed that luxury because he took it outside the goal square. But still should be no trouble.
He just wasted 30 seconds there, Travellini. He should have kicked it to it from the start, just like I told him.
No tools going back with Snowden. That was the issue there, boys. No one, and you could see it. They took a long time. They had plenty of time to get back there, the Colac boys.
Looks like he's going
Drop
a drop
punt,
punt, is he?
yeah.
Or a no, he's going a
No,
check
no.
side.
Look at that.
And a little put it back in the holster work, I reckon. That was a little double John Wayne work.
Hang on a minute.
New sheriff's in town.
The new sheriff is in town, Brenton Snowden. Nicely
Yes,
done.
Snowy.
I like that.
Might have made up for the one you stuffed up in the goal square earlier, Snowy.
12-14-86 St Mary's. Colac 8-3-51. Thanks to the Bendigo Bank. 15.5 gone final term.
Yes, that certainly we've had a bit of everything today, haven't we? There's been some highlights and lots of lowlights. And not yet, but you guys wouldn't know what was going on here because you've been watching the Hawks and the Cats.
Where was your own plate of that food, Milky?
No, it didn't happen. I was only that was just the old pup stuffed it up for everyone. Garner picks it up again, played some sort of game, bit of an up and under. Hayward and Gillies and Prazzani, but at ground level is Copley. Bird turns on the afterburners, goes bang, easy goal. Once it hit the deck, he was home.
Yeah.
And that is St Mary's 13th, 13-14. Oh, they lead the Tigers, the Colac Tigers, 13-14-92. They lead the Colac Tigers 8-3-51.
Joey's 20 points
Oh, that's
clear
right.
of
You've got it
Newtown.
there, haven't you? Yeah, it's just... sorry, what's that?
Joey's 20 points clear of Newtown.
What was the score again at quarter time?
How's things down at
What was the score
Grovedale?
at quarter time, Milky?
Yeah.
How's things at Grovedale?
Grovedale, 3 points clear of South Barwon.
We've got a mock wedding tonight, Milky. Might be a bit flat.
Yeah, Susan, but you'd be
things
the bride,
don't
will
come
you?
off.
Are you the bride?
Awfully humorous, Milky. But no, I'm not. No, I shouldn't have mentioned that to you.
Yes. So, who's the bride? Come on, this is a
no,
bit
we
boring.
don't know because it's all kept a secret
Oh,
away from
okay.
us, and then we'll get there and
Okay.
Bucks party first.
You'll have to let us know,
Yep.
the participants.
Yep, I will. So, thrown up then, just inside 54 St Mary's. Welsh been terrific today. His handball missed the target though and out of play.
Would you say, Barnes, it's going to be hard to find a groom? There's not that many men down there. I'm not
Don't
sure you
remember
should
saying
talk
that,
like that
Milky,
about the
but-
South Bowen boys.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's what you heard.
Don't forget who's hosting this truck next week, Milky.
A big alpha presence did walk out of the club a couple of years ago. Number 57,
Yes,
fullback, that's been missing.
yes.
Left a big leadership vacuum.
Wow.
How is he?
Wow. Yeah, not bad.
Extraordinary. He's talking about himself, if you're wondering, listeners.
92 plays 51, 18 minutes gone. This game's over. Well and truly. The ramifications of this game for the Colac Tigers is probably all we're going to look at, boys. As the Choo-woo goes past and comes out the back. Newton
With a what?
gets off the handball. Oh, McCarthy leaves it behind. Then he's wrapped up in a tackle.
Oh, and look at this.
him
Look at the
and
elbow work,
elbow.
Milky. Look at the elbow work on him.
Yes. Nothing doing.
There it goes. Steam engine.
It's a steam engine going past, ladies and gents.
Doesn't
There
the pup
we
just
go.
rise from
Yes.
his seat?
Train spotting.
Yeah.
I like it.
This is exciting.
Yes. No,
This-
no
this-
sense of adventure from the cameraman. He should have picked that up.
This is how well we're going, Milky. We've reverted to train spotting, such as the state of this game. Look at that Cardinal stepping out of some trouble.
Needs
All
something.
only as far
Oh,
as
that was
Webb.
very
His hands
close
were
to a
quick.
throw.
Wade, it'll work. Snowden. Colac's defensive line really falling down here late. Snowden chipping ball. Gillies had some work to do. Couldn't quite. Ball back with Cardinal. Did well. Going to get his hands clear, he does, but Rosani ushers it over the line. It'll be thrown in. 19 gone in this final term.
See what the scores are for Queenscliff.
Oh, hey. When you take your headset off, turn the mic off, you goose.
Oh, yeah.
Lockie Veal knocks it down.
Real
Riley Hall.
Oh.
Go, has a shot at... Oh, I was going to ask you when was the last time you kicked a goal, Buzz, but didn't happen. McCarthy tries to get the Tigers out of trouble. Down the line he goes. Over the head of Murray. Picked off. Welsh. Feigns the handball. Then just feigns it again. Dishes it over. McMahon. That is the Damien variety. Oh, bit of a shove.
Holding it.
Bit of a hold. The big banjo.
Oh, Gillies, that's to be
That has
advantage.
to be advantage, surely.
It's a free kick. Why not advantage?
Yeah.
It's game over out at Port Arlington.
Game over at Port Arlington.
Wow.
Port Arlington 11-6-72. Queenscliff 13-13-91.
Oh, they've come hard
Yeah,
late,
well,
haven't they?
Thought Port Arlington were going to be home.
I'm a little disappointed.
Oh, look at this. Now, why aren't you allowed to do that?
Don't
Wasn't on
know.
his mark.
Banjo don't want to kick it. That's for damn sure.
Gillies didn't want him kicking it either.
Look at Dobson. A sheepdog.
Banjanin, he's going to be kicking from 45 metres. The big Banjo. In he comes. Last bloke in the ground that wants to kick it by the looks. Goes, bang, and he puts it through! It comes short. Fell short by half a metre. A 15th.
I'm not sure you can say it either.
Okay, of course you can. Just said it again.
Listen, brings it in for Colac
Oh.
right in front of us. The two 18s go at it. Thumped away by the St Mary's 18. Dobson, Dowling, handball to himself, and then kicks from 40. Hyder! Couldn't quite. Ball stays in. He and Learson go to battle. Ball ground level. Gillies has one over the top. Look at that. Easy as you like. Copley from point blank.
Joe the Goose.
Yep.
His third. He's bobbed up.
Wow, 3 goals.
Been pretty
Quite
creative,
surprised
Matty
with that.
Copley.
Get that away from me. It's just making me angry.
Just disappointing, isn't it?
Yes.
Been a
Look
nice
forward to
inclusion, Matthew Copley.
Going to have to go over there and have a word after the game, I think, Milky.
14-15-99 St Mary's now. Colac 8-3, 51, 21 and a half played in this final term, thanks to Bendigo Bank.
1 point the difference at Bowen Heads Ocean Grove.
Wow. Two.
Who's favour?
winning?
In the direction of Bowen Heads.
In the direction. I said first to 100 wins, Barnsley.
Yep.
Someone
Well,
Warren's
game on. It's game on.
The ball in the middle. Falekos gets it across. Intercepted by McMahon. Goes to Tanase. You're usually a good user of the footy, and he just puts it laces out to Snowden. Hayward's 47 metres out from goal. Big Snow going to have to kick from 50.
Oh,
Just lay the boot into it, Snow. Just pop it through the middle, son.
I don't think he's going
Don't think he's going to listen to you,
Yeah,
Milky.
in he comes. Just winds up.
Going for
Goes
goal.
bang. Just listen to Milky. Just bloody listen to Milky. Puts it through the middle.
And a little pistol work
Yeah,
again.
Yeah.
that's it.
Sheriff Snowy.
That's it. Do as you're told, kids, when you're out there. And it all comes true. That's the 100. I told you they win. 15-15, 105. St Mary's blow the hooter now. They beat Colac 8-3-51. We can go home early.
You need a good feed, I think, tonight, Milky, and maybe a good sleep too. Coming out with some interesting stuff the past fortnight.
No,
You did say you weren't getting enough sleep as well.
that's it.
He said that earlier today.
Wilbur's turn to me.
Boy,
How bad am I going when I get picked on by a 14-year-old?
extraordinary.
Grovedale 1 goal clear of South Bowen.
Wow. Sherman. No, I'm rattled by that.
No, that's it. I'm just-
Well,
So six
It's
points,
like
is it,
the
matey?
kids are running the crash. That's what's going on here.
the overlap from McMahon is nice. Kick inside 50. Gillies again. Out-muscled. Prezani wants to keep it in, but the line beats him.
Not sure he really wanted to there. I think he was pretty content.
Content. Content about what?
To keep it out.
Take it out.
Really? I was just wondering who's content.
Ball
Who's
tossed
content?
in.
I don't know anyone here that's content.
Oh, that's gone. And
Oh,
look at
that's
that. Did you see that, Milky? Not
Yeah, but-
everyone knew they couldn't touch it. They all hid.
They hid their
They all,
heads
they all hid.
because they couldn't
And
touch it.
that is extraordinary.
That's why it's a stupid rule.
They all protected themselves from getting hit. That's unbelievable. Towing is better this time. Veal and Snowden go to battle. I don't know, trouble. Travellini from the paint of 50. Squares it up. Welsh got position A. Beaten by Simpkin. Ball ground level. Newton. Gillies tries to find a way through. Haywood. Newton again. Handball wasn't great. Snowden got a kick away just. Tanase. Lurking with Stephen, and the line beats them all. Out of play. So 24 minutes gone.
Snowy getting a bit ahead of himself. Just throws the old boot at one, thinking he can just snaffle another goal. Ball 30 around from the St Mary's goal. They lead 105-51. Up they go. Gillies actually goes in the ruck. He wins it, knocks it down, but it's Connors who can't catch it, and it will have another throw in. This time, 2 metres around from the St Mary's goal.
Joey's 9 behinds clear of Newtown.
9 behinds.
Yes, it's 11-6-72, trailing St Joey's, who are 11-15-81.
Gillies
That's
out of the
holding the
ruck,
ball.
grabs
Holding the
it,
ball.
holding the ball. So, could there be an upset as it comes in another ground? Not at this one. It's Veal gets it across to McGuan. McGuan's kick to McCarthy. He's got Simpkin here if he wants him. Simpkin just to take the little short chip kick. Takes another one. Him, if it hasn't been him, it's been Learson coming out of the back line. He switches. Oh, there it is. On
Yes.
call.
Good.
Just goes to Learson. Learson pumps one long down the outer side. Or
Probably in the back.
almost a free kick, I reckon, there to the Colac player. Comes out. McMahon dishes off to Travellini. Travellini squares it up and finds, this time, Dylan McMahon.
Yep.
Dylan and Hayden. Then it goes back to Dobson.
He does. Seems to have a lot of space all the time, Ben Dobson. Loves to release himself in that back half. Kick not great to Damien McMahon. Dobson breaks 2 would-be tacklers. Terrifically done. And the kick to Sherman is nice.
Oh,
And then Dobson just keeps running and then breaks another tackle. And then juggled the footy and said, here it is. Kicks long. Can't hold McCann, and Travellini helps him over the line. What a bit of skill that was from
wow.
Ben Dobson. Doing what he likes in this final term. Dying embers of this one.
Just waiting on Pup's votes now. That's all we've got to do
Yes.
to sign this off.
Unique of the week.
Yep.
Week of the week.
Geelong West with a 7-goal deficit.
You set us up there, Pup.
Oh, he did. Well done. McMahon
There you
finds
go,
a way
there you go.
through. And
Oh,
Misses.
Can't convert.
Dylan, game number 50. Would have been a good way to top it off. But not to be. 15-16, 106. St Mary's, they lead Colac 8-3-51. So it's a bit of a shellacking in the end.
Yep. It has been that way on the field as well.
It has.
Scoreboard, really.
Simpkin, little chip. Go. Only as far as Cody Spokes. Ball comes out. That time it's Connors. Gives to Travellini. Goes towards goal. Bit of celebration. Nah. Minor score.
Yeah.
Leopold 11-6-72, leading St Albans 4-2-26.
McGuant, deep in his defensive half. He's worked hard today without much influence. He's flying high, was McCann. Nearly held the mark too. They're on here through the middle of the ground. Kick very wide though to Falekos, not great. Taps it to himself up against Riley Hall. Tough ass to beat him. Gets his hand cleared just Stephen. Still unsure why he left Zach Sherman's side. Kick high ball. Was the mark paid? Yes, it is. To Josh Eddy. Travellini got a lot of footy in the second half. Switches play very wide. Here is Sherman. No, the ball just evades him. Didn't get the right bounce. McCarthy, Manane. Back to McCarthy. Squaring ball. Webb sits under it. Nearly a free kick to him. Paid. To Ben Webb. Game number 3 of GFL footy. Needs a good feed.
Listen to you.
Goes very wide to McMahon, a wild man from Borneo, and then finds Callum Wade on the pain of his own defensive 50.
Goes wide. And there it is. Finds Travellini. He's going to use that. He's going to count that one. Final score here. St Mary's 15-17, 107. They have defeated Colac 8-3-51. We'll have a chat after this about the ramifications of that. Very, very timely win from St Mary's. And the Tigers now left to fight for their life in the 5. Hopefully there's still a chance to get a double chance, but who knows what could happen. We'll go around the grounds. We'll do our votes. We'll do our mark and goal. Unique of the week coming up. We'll take a break though, won't we, Wilbur?
Yeah, we sure will.
Yeah, he just nods his head. Not sure that's good radio. Kicks FM 89.3 is country and is football.
For Blood Toyota and Corio Bay Health Group, you're listening to the GFL Game of the Week on 89.3 Kicks Footy.
If you're missing today's game due to injury, remember this. There's a Corio Bay Health Clinic near you. A part of our community since 1985, providing expert diagnosis, treatment